Good evening and welcome to the broadcast. Tonight's subject, Dungeons and Dragons. The game that's probably recruiting your children for the forces of Satanism. And
that's kind of why I love it. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. If you're not, maybe tonight's stream will put a smile on your face. I'm really excited about this one. This is a D&D campaign that I've been running with my friends for a little over 2 years at this point. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys. And the thing is, though, with it being a long-running campaign, I want you guys to have a little bit of background on who everyone is and what's going on, so you're not totally lost with this. So we've got our party here, left to right. We've got Ron Bat, the alcoholic gunslinger. He's got a quick temper and dead-eye aim. He was badly wounded by a rival mercenary and left for dead. He's sworn vengeance on that guy. He acts like he gives no shits, and he usually doesn't, but sometimes he surprises us with acts of purity. Visani, our rogue, is affiliated with the Black Rebellion, who's working to overthrow an empire, or at least to institute their own reform. He's sneaky, he does a lot of hiding, and he does a decent amount of damage. We got Medrash, the Dragonborn lost from his own time, who's granted favor by an archfey of the sea for an act of compassion and invited to her court. They had a wild party, like, where did 500 years go wild, and now he's stuck here with us. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he got the spirit. Fourth is Alastriel, that's my character. We also call her Ash. She was a doppelganger born among elves on an island ethno-state. When she found out, and everyone else found out what she was exiled, and now she's looking for means to get her mother free and a way to start a new life for them both. And finally, we've got Marcus, a fire genasi wizard who was raised in isolation by a cruel mentor who believes that Marcus is part of a prophecy. We later found out that this guy is at least involved in some sort of cult, and he vanished abruptly, leaving Marcus all by his lonesome. And where we're at with the story so far is that we were falsely imprisoned on charges of attacking Imperial folk, and after escaping, we agreed to work a stint with the Black Rebellion, Visani's allies. In exchange for a little bit of money, stumbled on a cult, which happens to be the one that Marcus's master is affiliated with. His master, not happy with our meddling, hired a gunslinger, which is the person who tried to kill Ronbat. There's also a mysterious fire genasi who we really don't know, or at least I don't know, her significance, and we actually haven't heard from her in a while. But personally, I think she's relation to Marcus. Just a little bit of fan theory there. We found some documents that proved some figures in the cult were employed by governments, both the Empire and a independent city-state. And that's brought us to chase the cult to the Isle of Dorwine, where we've run across an Imperial general who's there on a little bit of a secret mission. And the captain that brought us there is apparently my own father, who's now being held captive by a ghostly pirate on the verge of being sacrificed for revenge and the promise of power. We've set out to rescue him, and we think we'll find him on this small misty isle off the coast of Dorwine. The captain's crew and the Imperial general have helped us up to this point. So, a few names for you to know. Levon is the captain of the Promise, which is the ship that sailed us here. Ava is his first mate. And Norik is the ghost pirate who has sworn revenge on Levon. We got General Whitemane, who's the general I mentioned earlier. Lin Sakamoto, a monk from the Jade Empire, who's kind of a new figure, but he's been helping us find out more about these ghostly pirates. And as far as we know, this ritual of sacrifice is going to be on the night of the new moon, which is in the near future. So without further ado, let's bring the Discord guys in.
Oh. Okay.
We'll take some of that next.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Well, hello. How goes it?
Good?
How are things?
I'm gonna mute that stream because that
Yeah.
delay.
Yeah, we were testing some stuff yesterday, and Zach had the same issue where it was like 10 seconds later, he got an echo.
For those schooled in the way of Dungeons and Dragons, it sounded like a gibbering mouther. Am I right?
Ooh.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Last time I seek out one of those on a Friday night.
I didn't major in communications, so you can't blame me that much, right?
So you don't have proficiency. I see.
I will say, I was listening to your intro on Twitch, and I heard you ask for us while you were still doing, like, the segue into that on the stream. Really threw me off.
Yeah.
Just, particularly with trans-Pacific lag I'm suffering through.
I'm keeping this time. It's a good time.
It's the first stream, everybody. Give us a moment here.
Don't worry, we this is still barely exceeding our allowed 15 minutes of BS.
It's true.
Wow.
Which BTT is this?
Theoretically, we are on time. All right. So, as Aaron so
It's
eloquently put it,
we are
the
using
party.
Fantasy Grounds, just for clarification.
Yes. The party now aboard the Promise stares on at Findhorn Isle, an island surrounded in mist. A nefarious mist that is proved to shelter strange ghost pirates that return time and time
Hi,
again.
Rainbow Breaker. Thanks for joining us.
To harass you all.
Yes, this is Fantasy Grounds, as my friend
Having
mentioned,
bested these pirates,
which we've been
once
using for
more
about 2
the
years.
evening prior,
Roll20 is another good alternative that I know some of my other
wake
friends use.
from your long rest. What would you guys like to do?
All right.
Well, it seems like we're going to have to make sure that it's safe to go ashore.
True.
Are we still covered by that weird mist?
You specifically sailed the ship out of the mist, but it did come and meet you in the middle of the night. So it's close, but it's not there anymore.
Okay. In that case, I'd like to scope out the shore of the island through the scope of my sniper.
You see dense fog, but go ahead and make a perception check to sort of try and make out anything potentially visible from this distance.
Just very quickly, as a point of order, DM, I'm going to be casting Greater Mage Armor again. Should we go ahead and manually redo our long rest, because I'm still missing some stuff?
Yeah, you said at the end of last session that you would do it at the beginning of this one. So.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Another point of order regarding long rest, Zach.
Okay.
Before you rest, I'm going to pump some spell slots into the Celestial Bow.
Into the Celestial Bow. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Everyone ready?
I mean,
Also
I'm
for-
glad to throw that one away on that.
Well, also for our viewers, we do keep a tally every session of how many nat 1s and nat 20s we have. We've never reached a point where we've hit 20. We keep saying that we just like cancel the session, just start having a drinking night when that happens, because clearly shit has gone down.
Whether it be crit fails or crit successes, one, because we're having a great time and we should probably go, like gamble or something.
Or the other because
The other
party's dead
because
anyway.
sorrow. All right. Is everyone ready for me to do the short rest then?
I'm good.
It was
Yep.
a long
Go.
rest, right?
Yes. That is absolutely what I meant.
Understood.
It shortened the amount of time it takes for us.
You awake. It is now the 9th of June.
And what day was the new moon going to be on?
The 16th. You have
right.
exactly a week
So are you
before the new moon.
calendar?
Counting
Honestly.
today.
I feel like it's probably best if we go ahead and make way. We don't know how long it'll take our undead friends to come back for us. But we, if our information source from the spell the other day is to be trusted, we're not going to find exactly what we're looking for here.
Let's split up and search for clues. Wait a minute.
Let's not.
Our undead friends
And
are a couple of
to,
ghostly
to
pirates
just,
who
acknowledge
assaulted us the
that
other
one.
night. They don't really die. They just
Ronbat, you look.
turn to goo and then
You
come
are
back
staring
later.
at mist.
Nice. If I fire, will I miss?
If you fire, you miss.
Every shot he took missed.
He's.
Can we
I might.
can we get copyright claimed by the Grumps if we do too much of that bit?
I don't think they
No,
care
I
enough.
didn't. I have not seen enough of the Grumps to know that.
I've never seen Ronbat look so sad. Poor guy is all misty eyed.
We found the limit.
All right, everyone. Well, that was a pleasant stream while it lasted. I'm out.
All right, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Bruh. So it was Valana and who else that was planning on coming with us
So yes,
yesterday?
Valana and Kenore are ready to board the boats with you as you get ready to go toward the island.
Oh, so they're coming with us then.
It would seem as if they have that intent, as they have each individually have gotten into one of the rowboats.
Oh. I'm not
certainly
going to
stopping
complain.
them.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, we have one viewer who likes puns. Alrighty, found my favorite viewer already.
You say that, but Yagi, I make terrible puns all the time, and you groan at those. But I groan at yours, so
Well, there's a difference.
so we're fair.
Raggy and I make bad puns. You make
Nearly good.
sure. Let's go
Yours
with
are.
that.
I'm not sure if I should be offended or
Yours tiptoe
or
on
flattered.
kindness.
You know, you
Because-
take that as
Yes.
you will. I feel like everything is up to interpretation.
Like, you're almost good. We're bad,
My-
but you're almost good. I don't know if I'm insulted or not.
My puns are so bad, you have to laugh at how bad they are.
Also,
So-
We'll see if I'm in a punny mood today. Podcast.
Valana and Kenore have boarded 2 rowboats. How would you like to split up?
I will go with my dual weapons teacher.
With your friend?
Yeah. The Minotaur Buccaneer.
You know, I'll hop in on that same boat if there's space for me.
Getting on this small boat with a giant minotaur sounds like a bad plan.
I'm just going to sit
As
very
you get
far
in-
from
Three of
her
you.
large spider familiar.
That's fair.
Yeah. I
No
forgot
thanks.
that's the thing.
As the 2 heaviest members of the party get into the boat, and then Ash jumps on as well, Kenore's like, maybe the rest of you go to the other one.
Yeah, no, wasn't planning on jumping on that one.
Probably a good idea.
I'll take a position on the other one, and I will.
Right. So Ronbat, Visani,
Yeah.
and Marcus all join Valana.
Yep.
Marcus, you have to sit really close to Valana. It's super awkward.
Wow. Dude, we got a
Now.
squatty boat.
The boats are lowered down from the top of the promise into the water. You hit a little bit of the splash comes up. It's pretty cold, like unnaturally cold for this more jungly sort of tropical environment.
Yagi, why?
The people are clamoring for puns. That's why.
I didn't interrupt
Yagi,
its monologue.
You're
You're the one who did that.
interrupting the stream to make these jokes. You're rocking the boat.
Oh no! Why did you have to turn my bad pun into a good one?
So,
Hey, Zach,
So
are
you
reaching the
begin to
tipping
row
point?
the boats toward the island.
We just gotta get our ducks in a row.
oh my god.
You know,
Please
this
stop.
wasn't gonna happen. Now it's gonna happen.
Are we gonna start
Well,
taking psychic damage for every pun?
On our particular rowboat, are we all needing to row this? Because if not, I will have some produce flame out. Keep some people warm.
Probably like one or two people would be able to, row the boat itself. They're tiny, like little lifeboats. So
Dinghies.
yeah, Kenore more than makes up for anything. He's got it.
Well, yeah, he's on the other boat though.
He's on the other boat. Probably Valana is attempting to, but she's not super there in like the strength department. So if anyone would like to help her row, absolutely feel free.
Yeah, I can take over that, I think.
I will
Visani
help make sure that
grabs the second, the other oar, and the two elves begin paddling their way.
I will make sure that the rowing on the boat with extra
Row,
weight
row. Oh wait,
is even by matching Kanore's paddles.
I say between you and Kenora, we ought to be like powering up to the shore.
Well, I imagine with more weight, we have to put more power into moving us along anyway.
Yes. What's the power to weight ratio of a minotaur?
Well, I imagine
Yes.
that horsepower units aren't developed yet in this world.
maybe gnomes, man.
Yeah.
What
See,
is the power to weight ratio of a minotaur and a dragonborn?
And the dragonborn. You'll find the Minotaur has a higher power, but the dragon is more efficient. So apparently
The airspeed
half-orcs
velocity of an
just-
unladen dragonborn.
Yes. Which we find out changes depending on whether flight was cast on him. Yes,
All right.
there will be
Sorry
references to
sorry for
things that-
derailing you, Zach, with
No,
our
no,
terrible
it's
jokes.
great. I'm loving everything that's happening right now.
I
Except my
sense
puns.
sarcasm.
No, I don't know what sarcasm means.
Oh, well.
The party falls
We
into a
probably
large
looked that up.
crevasse. It's a sarcasm.
All right, so we shore.
That one was rough.
Really?
Like it was good, but it made me hurt, John.
That's what I'm here for.
All right, let's stop hurting our DM who's put so much time into
Everyone
this.
just roll a d4.
We lost 2 viewers.
As we should.
Yeah, no. All right, you all take that much psychic damage.
Worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Like have
Oh,
Asami,
it-
who has not said anything
I
or
respect
derailed
what
anything.
you find.
Rasani, you're cool. Marcus,
What?
half that. You have resistance.
I'll take it.
You're complicit in it, but
I am
But
not
like,
complicit in it.
A
I
4 for Visan is like a quarter of his health.
It figures that this is the only time you're able to roll above a 2 on a D4, Marcus.
Ooh,
Ooh.
shade.
shade has been thrown. Oh boy. All right. Well,
Anyway,
sorry. Yeah, no. So, it is incredibly foggy, misty even, as you approach the island. Through the dense fog, though, you can just barely make out as you're approaching.
uh,
Did you just say hot?
Because you said barely make out.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
Thanks for that.
Sorry, gotta recompose myself. That was awful.
maniacal cackling intensifies.
So, as you are making your way, Ronbat, with your passive perception, you are the first to notice. You are approaching what looks like a very ramshackle dock of some sort. It looks run down, broken. And you sort of have to steer to, you're not heading straight at it. You're not that lucky, but you can see it through the mist.
Ooh.
However, as you are approaching, you do also notice popping up out of the water and then ever just so gently popping back down a singular fin.
I will point this out to our friends, Falana namely.
Might be a shark. Just have your weapons ready.
Are you calling this out to the other boat too, or just the ones sitting next to you?
Fuck you guys. I figured Avalana would probably let Kinori know.
I mean, assuming I heard, which I guess I did, since I'm next to both of them.
You were right
I
there,
will.
yes.
I will go ahead and cast message to Ash specifically. Mention, hey, maybe shark.
Baby shark.
Oh goodness.
Maybe shark. Dude.
Yeah. Joel. I thought you drew the line at kissing. I didn't realize that you could fuck us too.
Hey, love is love.
Now, as you all look, sort of pointed out by Ronbat at first, you do notice in the small cove where this ramshackle dock is, on the island, you do start to notice as you are getting closer, 1, 2, 3, a handful of fins begin to just pop out and just sort of circle in the bay.
Ew. When you say closer to the dock, like how closer are we?
You're maybe like 100 feet out. You're like with move now. That is not represented on the map, but
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. I was like, where's the island? But
heading southward, essentially.
For clarity's sake, you said they're circling. Are they circling anything in particular, or just an area near the dock?
Just an area near the docks.
Okay.
Is that implying that there's not a part of the docks where we could go and not be in their way?
It's a pretty small area. And you're not certain, yeah.
There's limited solid ground, and
There's limited solid ground in this particular area. Lots of like sheer cliff faces.
And given
Ooh.
that,
Oh, so we can't just wash up on a beach or something.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Be one spot, and you see a path that leads up, and sort of
given the
around
rundown nature of said dock, it might not be safe to go there.
It's possible.
Sorry,
what-
Hydrush
what-
thinks it's a good idea.
What if we put some blood in the water while we're over here, and maybe they'll take care of each other.
Oh, the
I
sharks.
was, thinking about that. I didn't prepare flight today, so it won't exactly. I can't exactly lure them away like I did last time we had shark problems. At least not away from us. If we drop it here, they'll, come here, which I
I
feel
was
is counterproductive.
I really just meant shoot one of them and let the rest sort it out.
Ooh, actually, that might actually work if we get like a little vial of blood and then Ricky can just fly it out.
Right, your
That's
parrot
an
could
interesting idea.
Yeah.
Didn't you
Medrash
have like
quietly
an
readies his
empty
spoon.
potion bottle or something
mean,
that you tried to put ectoplasm in?
That's a flask.
Well,
Not so much a potion bottle.
you consider it depends on what you consider a potion.
I
That's
assume
fair
you're
enough.
still rowing toward them at this point, or have you stopped in the water?
Probably better
We
not to be
decrease our velocity, but we're slowly approaching.
Yeah, I mean, we're following the lead of the faster boat because we're the wimp boat.
It's true.
I look. Medrash does not have the capacity to make authoritative decisions like this. Looks to Ash.
Kenore is steering,
Kenore.
or is paddling toward the docks. He seems to think that's the move.
Just keep going.
If we
let's-
put
And
some
he just
blood in the
has-
water, they might finish each other off. That's my call.
Marcus, do you happen to have a little vial of blood for some weird wizard reason?
Now, why do you think I would have a vial of blood? How much blood are we
Weird
talking?
wizard reason?
No, I do not.
You're thinking of warlocks of a eldritch nature rather than fey nature. Marcus, the only thing he's going to have on him, expensive and liquid, is going to be ink.
Wow.
Now,
Hey, look at that.
as you approach,
My stream is big enough to get a
The
bot in the
sharks
chat.
seem to catch wind of
That's
you.
how you know you've reached success, right?
Ban incoming.
Oof.
Why do you do this on a stream with 6 viewers?
I mean,
Because 6 viewers is
he's-
success, and bots only come for successful people.
he's
True.
trying to sell success, clearly.
That's how it works.
So are they
Uh,
these sharks?
I-
Are they coming
I
towards
have
us now? Or?
I have 6 viewers. I think I
seem
know
to
about
have
success.
noticed you and are coming your way. At this point, I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh man,
Dang
Please.
nabbit.
Are these the meganopes? The megalonopes that we
They
saw
seem
earlier?
fairly large.
They're megalonopes.
can't just have
Oh.
a shark. Can't just fight normal sharks. We're level 10. That'd be weird.
Well, I mean, a pack of sharks
No.
in a situation where our boat is sinking
What-
already. That would
what
be
is-
that would be a rough combat.
What's the
It would not-
appropriate terminology for multiple sharks? Is it school?
Fuck no.
Yagi just said pack.
A murder of sharks.
No, that's what they do to you.
Well, I mean, there's a murder of crows.
The gruesome, toothsome. That's what I call it.
A jaws.
A fuck ton of sharks.
Just, I mean, the simple ones are good. Simple ones are good.
I like your rainbows.
Now, to top the
Back
round,
off. He's my favorite viewer.
Ash. They
Yeah.
have gone below the water. You can't see their forms at the moment, but you can tell they are making their way toward you. What do you do?
Swimming.
Uh,
fast.
Yeah. Are any of them close enough? I was thinking Hail of Thorns. Are any of them close enough for that to reach? Like
What is the
between
range
each
on Hail of
other.
Thorns?
Hail of Thorns.
Oh,
If you
they seem to be pretty far spread out. They don't like to be grouped, it would seem.
sucks to
Smart.
that sucks. Well, I will take a couple shots with the celestial bow because why not? I had this out when I suggested putting blood in the water, so
Calling down a holy smite on a shark is very funny.
actually, they haven't acted yet, so I get advantage. Yes,
It's true.
cool. Okay, and
What are you shooting at?
one of the sharks.
You don't see them.
Oh, I thought you said I could see their
They've
forms
dipped
in the
below
water.
They've dipped below the water, and you're not entirely certain where they are, but you can tell from like the last moment you saw them, they're coming toward you.
Oh, okay. I misinterpreted that as the fins are below the water, but you can kind of see like the shape. Okay, in that case,
They dived deeper down.
okay, in
to
that
conceal
case,
their approach.
Don't you have that primeval awareness?
it only works on my favorite enemies, which are humanoids and fiends, and
Oh.
I
Exactly this human.
slightly doubt that these are probably either.
Demon sharks?
Even if they were demon sharks, it still wouldn't pick them up because they'd have to be fiend sharks.
I mean, yeah, it's whatever.
I will instead, I think bonus action cast. No, I can't do Hunter's Mark because I can't see one. I'll cast Hail of Thorns. Actually, you know what? Just scratch that. I'm just going to hold an action to knock an arrow and hold it until one breaches the surface, and then I'll fire at it.
Absolutely. All right.
Hashtag indecisive.
Visani. Similarly, you've clocked that they are coming toward you, but you do not see where they are at. The dense mist as well as the dark water beneath you, shielding them.
Not really much I can do about that either. I guess for the time being, I'll just do the same as Ash and ready a shot on the first one that comes up.
Just want to say again,
Got
thanks
it.
thanks for coming, everyone. Rainbow
Okay.
Breaker, Vestural, and
Oh,
Andropunk God,
I don't
thanks for being
see
here.
them. I imagine
We might have a few more people pop in later.
not even something like
but,
lightning will work. So,
glad to have you. Glad to have you. Thanks for coming.
I sit with my thumbs up my ass, but I could try. Can I use my sailing background
It's the
and
kind of
harpooning
throwing a
background to literally harpoon some sharks here?
I love it. Yes. So you'd have to see them first. So I will let you make a perception check with proficiency if you aren't already proficient.
I do have proficiency. I will put that in the tower for you so you can make a decision.
Your trained sailor eye.
Just the one.
Not as good as it used to be. But fortunately enough, these aren't. They're pretty big. So as you're focusing in, you kind of know the signs to look for. Being, schooled on the sea, you do see the closest one to you is, and just for dope reveal points, right there.
Yeah,
It's a
something
large
tells me I won't
lad.
be able to. Yeah, something tells me I won't be able to hit it very easily.
You just see, it's hard to make out, but in the darkness, you do see a form approaching.
Okay.
Specifically your boat.
So I will then, because I cannot get a good beat on it, plus it's also a little far, I will hold my action. I will be ready to harpoon it as soon as I'm able to.
All right. Everyone just sort of tenses up, getting ready for the moment that they strike. Marcus.
Sure,
It's
what we're
me.
supposed to do with this time, but we'll see.
So, just based on the direction we saw them swimming from like before, and just a rough estimate of how quickly they were going, could I make some sort of check to see if I could guess where they are? How many sharks did we see, or how many fins? I should
3
ask.
fins.
3 fins. Yeah. Is there any sort of check that I could make to see if I can, see how confidently I could try and gauge their locations underwater?
Now make an intelligence check. Just
I'll do
raw
it.
intelligence,
In the tower?
please.
Okay.
Given their approach,
I had to do it.
it's
I had to do
likely
it.
that they're somewhere like right here, maybe. Just in that general area.
All right. Well, in that case,
Does that get encompassed by a large fireball?
it might.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
No reason.
So yeah, I'm gonna shoot that pretty deep into the water. Probably about the point of origin, 15 feet below the surface, I would say. Is that
Okay,
all right?
that sounds great. The water is getting decently shallow here, so yeah, about 15 feet deep, maybe halfway down, really.
Okay, that works for me. Oh
You're
well, in
another-
that case, actually, I might want to do it 5 feet higher. Well, nah, because spheres. That's
Fair
fine.
enough.
But
So-
I'm just gonna do a 3rd level fireball.
3rd level fireball. You release the bead of flame, and you see it dips below the water. A massive amount of steam now just immediately turned liquid into gas, just rises up from that spot.
You,
Go
you
ahead and roll
guys know.
damage.
You guys know. In Finding Nemo, when all the mines get set off, and then there's like the 2 pelicans. You get the little bubble. Nice.
What did you say?
That is.
Nick? What did you say?
Go ahead and roll damage.
I'll do it.
That's a lot of ones.
That is a lot of ones.
Wow.
I
That
think
hurt.
Slightly
that
less
might be my
than
worst one
what
yet.
you think
I think
described.
it is.
Can't you take a level or
Oh
two?
wait,
and
hold
force
on.
her and
Because of
maximize
no,
magic?
hold on. Because
You
of
can
my
re-roll
feat,
all of those
Elemental
ones.
Adept, this is actually 23 damage.
Yep.
It is, isn't it?
And it ignores any resistance that a creature might have to fire damage, including that granted by being fully submerged in water.
Yep.
It's true. All right, awesome. So
Don't give him ideas.
you detonate a depth charge where you believe these sharks would be.
Yep, I believe that is
When
all I will
sharks
do
go
this turn.
flying up in the air.
Speaking of Swedish, I guess that makes Marcus our Swedish chef, capable of burning water.
Now, right about here is where you all begin to you all see it. Breaking the surface as it gets within maybe 10 feet of your boat. You look and you see a massive rotting shark.
Oh man.
Zombie
Parts
shark.
of its skin just full of fucking like harpoons and other various stabbing devices. As it breaks the water, you see 2 just black circular eyes staring at you. faint
Is there a
amounts
bear
of mist
attached to it?
just pouring out of its teeth.
Don't
As
guess
it-
he looks singed at all, does he?
He does not, unfortunately.
That is a damn shame.
But hey, you know what he does? He does look, which means I think there's at least one
Now,
prepared action.
as he pops out of the water, two of them have arrows knocked. You notice it. See that this zombie shark is coming at Rondat. And
Oh, why
loose
that?
your arrows. Ash, go ahead. Make your attack roll.
That's
Dun
rude.
dun. But that, why did that not roll onto him? There we go.
Perfect. Roll for damage.
Cool. Let's see. He's not wounded, so no Colossus there. Boo.
It would, yeah.
Isn't it
Just
wounded?
peek behind the screen. You were literally 1 square away from hitting.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah, you were so close.
I'm
And,
almost certain that there is another shark down there that I hit. And if it doesn't show up this combat, I definitely killed it.
It's just dead.
Hey, if I remember correctly, it's a single weapon attack for a prepared action, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Boo, but also rules. All right, carry on.
Hear me out though. He's a zombie. Aren't zombies always wounded?
While I appreciate where your head's at,
Oh, wow.
Love to
This
see
is
it.
nearly a crit.
Nice.
That's
oof,
almost
Pretty
that's
good.
more than half the damage that the
That's-
fireball definitely did to people. It definitely did to sharks.
Now you hush.
No
Hey,
sneak though,
It was like
unfortunately. Unless it somehow didn't see me.
it saw you, unfortunately.
Yep.
Not many places Vasani can hide.
All right,
He's on a boat.
Ronbat. Oh wait, sorry. I need to do the rest of Giant Shark 1's turn.
I was gonna say
He got hit by an arrow and was like, "Oh, I was not expecting this."
Never mind. I didn't expect opposition.
Understandable. Have a nice
It
day.
is coming at you, Ronbat.
Peek behind the DM screen. DM often forgets these things.
Nice miss.
And it breaches the water. A lot of teeth just come straight at you, and you just back up just in time, and the mouth closes right where your head was. It sort of rocks the boat as it falls, and you take on a little bit of water as it continues on its journey, just sort of propelling itself through toward
Wait,
there.
I thought we were supposed to jump the shark, not the shark was supposed to jump us.
Oh, I'm about to jump the shark by myself.
Can I push Medrash over the side?
On your turn, yes.
That will do nothing because he is flying. But I like what you're thinking. All right. Well, this shark just tried to attack me, so I'm gonna take out my revolver and spin it to lightning.
Okay.
I mean, we aren't in the water. So
Yeah, I'm not in the water. I don't give a fuck.
You did just get splashed, but it's probably fine.
It's probably
Unless
fine.
Zach's implying that we're going to somehow like breathe life back into this undead shark.
Defibrillate it?
All right. So hear me out. Where he is right now.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I am going to bonus action aim,
As you do.
as you do. I am going to take -5.
It is
add plus
so
10 to
nerdy
this.
of you guys to talk about scrambling the shark's electrosense. But I love it.
And I'm just going to
Thanks for
shoot
that
him
comment.
In the face.
in the face. Advantage. Here we go. That'll do it.
Yeah, sure enough, not exactly a hard target to hit. This giant shark that nearly capsized your boat.
Clear.
You aim.
Alright,
A bolt of lightning bursts from the 6-gun that you hold.
okay, so
and
this is all
impacts
about to
solidly
be
with the shark.
this is all about to be lightning damage.
Yes.
You got that. Followed by that. Followed by that.
Yeah,
Code
it
flip,
looks
code
hurt.
Does it
So
take
the bow
extra
I'm
damage
currently
'cause it's
using
light?
is kind of a special relic.
Like he's a,
I'm just
does it take
checking to
extra
see if there's
damage
anything I
because it's a
can
fish
use with
in
it.
water? And
Wouldn't you like to know?
Seawater is very effective at conducting electricity.
You
Yeah,
do
but that's a lot of
notice-
seawater.
You do notice that, like, in 5 feet around the shark, there's quite a bit of electrical energy that then dissipates into the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys, the other shark is not within 5 feet of us. I'll fucking do it again.
Also, Aaron, watching the stream, I'm watching you pull up the celestial bow, and I'm like, is he going to use the cast
Dude,
cure?
Just
wound
raise
in order
dead.
to hurt
Aaron's
it?
point of view is very.
I'm just gonna raise dead on it.
Yes.
Anything else, Ron? Oh, yeah, you're attacking.
Okay. So that's
Yeah,
that.
once again, easy enough. It's not exactly a
Hard to hit target.
hard to hit.
Yagi, I'll just burn the bow right now just to cast raise dead on it.
That shark had a family.
No. Because I am a high level gunslinger. Where is my rapid quick draw? You can stow a firearm and then draw another firearm as a single object interaction on your turn. So, while still holding this shield, can I put away the revolver and take out the pump pistol and fuck you?
Yep, you stow and then pull out.
Oh, no, never mind. I used my bonus action. Aim. So, I'm good.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Yep, that's me.
Kenore, seeing that one of these ships is attack, pulls out his cutlass and his boarding axe and is just he's getting ready with you, Medra.
Don't board the tiny boat.
Volana, however, is going to let's see.
Finish fucking up this shark.
Considers
I did
casting
not know that
lightning.
about
No.
sharks.
Just
A gam
straight
herd
up like-
frenzy, school, or shiver. That is. Learn something new every day.
Volana's going to take the dodge action and just get ready to not be eaten by a shark.
She's not gonna kill this shark?
She doesn't really have much to do in this form of combat, unfortunately.
But it's right next to us. She can just like slap it.
Bruh.
Just slap the shark.
Slap
That's
the
a
shark.
euphemism for something.
Okay, hold on. Surely
wait,
we
hold on,
haven't got
sorry.
a full round without other zombie sharks going.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you just nuke them that hard.
Of course.
One of them charges straight at Medrash, breaching the water in much the same way.
Well, if I can tell that it's going to be actually like trying to bite me, I'm not going to throw my harpoon. I'm just going to,
Stab it.
yeah.
All right. So yes, as it breaches the water, you see just water splash out towards you, and you see the open maw of the shark coming towards you. You take your harpoon, both hands, and roll for attack.
Right. Should I roll it? Oh, on that one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not just paying attention only to the stream and not to the game in front of me. And because it's a prepared action, I only get one attack, right?
Yes.
Also thematically.
But you do. You stab down. It seems pretty hurt.
Oh, I thought it was jumping up at me.
It is.
Oh, well then, can I use my strength to like toss it in a way that it doesn't land well?
It?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an athletics check, we'll say.
Sure.
Lift
Public
the
or
shark.
private?
Oh, this is
Public or
this is
private?
approaching.
You have to be 16. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
That landed squarely
You
on
do
the.
not. You do not put it off. Unfortunately,
You're-
Yeah,
you're-
that one didn't really roll. Can I?
You're not.
I'm joking.
You're not Crosby yet.
So the shark now does attack you.
For the benefit of our audience, Crosby is a character who literally wrestled a young blue dragon.
Wrestled a dragon,
Yep.
and it
Medrash.
does find purchase.
Medrash is about to receive this abjuration shield.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it in the chat then, just so we don't have to.
Hey,
Eee.
abjuration shield absorbs all damage and has 4 HP left.
Abjuration Shield, a real MVP.
Abjuration Shield MVP. And as the Abjuration Shield, I mean, thematically, I think this makes sense. As the Abjuration Shield soaks up the damage, it also now attempting to chomp you teeth away, and it doesn't grab you.
Excellent.
Yes, thank you.
Ooh.
Ash,
Don't get grabbed by the shark.
Is it my turn now? For real?
it is actually your turn. I apologize.
Nice. No, you're good, man. Gosh, we still didn't see that third shark, so maybe Marcus did just nuke the crap out of that one. I will. I've already got the bow, so seeing it jump from the water, I will quickly dispatch 2 shots into its face, I guess, as it's trying to latch on to Medrash.
And I do believe these are at disadvantage because it is.
Because it's
Who is it?
there.
Because
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sharpshooter, baby.
You sure I can't just aim for the tail 15 feet away and have that count?
It's because he's adjacent to you.
He adjacent to you is problem.
You could maybe back up. And get hit.
you may be more concentrated on the teeth within 5 feet of you than the tail within 15.
Question is, does it take an attack of opportunity as you leave his cell?
Make sure that this playlist was all royalty free.
Oh, it's
Aaron
okay.
has it muted.
Groovy's mute.
Ah, yes. Also,
Rip.
don't think Aaron's monetizing this.
So
Rip Groovy.
would rather not get anyone into trouble. So we're listening to a theoretically kick-ass playlist. You viewers at home
Yeah,
can
just
come up with your own.
imagine the most badass playlist of all time.
It is all royalty free, so you could.
You know,
Man. Twitch is
you know
weird.
what?
Don't
I
shatter
have-
their hopes and dreams. It's all Sea Shanty 2, guys. It's all Sea Shanty 2.
It's a 10-hour
I have plus 13 with the celestial bow. I think I'm gonna take my gamble with disadvantage.
Yeah, you're
Fair enough.
after like 7, disadvantage does not matter.
Ooh.
That feel when
Yeah.
you have a +3 weapon.
He literally rolled as low as he could while not crit failing.
And this one is wounded now, yes?
It is. It has been wounded.
Aha.
It's been
Also-
stabbed once. It's got
also
a
in
harpoon
fairness-
in the face.
These are giant
Oh.
zombies. They probably are magnetic for attacks.
I wasn't thinking about this The celestial bow does radiant damage, doesn't it? Does that do
Does.
extra damage to zombies or just regular?
It in certain scenarios it would. You are not certain whether
Gotcha.
or not. But as you look, the arrow impacts shining with radiant light. It doesn't seem to do any bone.
These
Right.
sharks are
And
bullshit.
that 5 is for Colossus Slayer.
Okay, did you roll him with that? Hit him with that, or do I need to update that?
You can update it because I don't know how it's going to respond if I right click to add a dice when I have 2 different kinds of dice on the
Fair enough.
celestial bow.
It will probably add a D8 and a D6.
Yep.
I
Just
will.
have a separate attack for Colossus Slayer.
I probably should make a macro for that. Yeah. I will go ahead and fire another shot, which also.
Yeah, you loose 2 arrows at the creature immediately. In theory, this would have been difficult, but it's not really.
I'd say
'Cause
its
it's a
mouth
giant
is like
shark.
wide open, going for
Uh-huh.
med drash. I just like shot 2 shots down its throat.
You shot 2 shots down its throat and probably ruptured.
Makes for a light lunge. Radiant damage, light lunge.
Oh, Yagi,
Yeah,
you're
that's
killing me.
Medrash, roll 1d4.
I am always impressed with the speed at which you come up with these.
Yeah, I yes, that is
Exotic.
to be commended. I
They're never.
think.
There are sharks.
I think that's more of a testament to how little restraint he has, more than anything else.
They are seemingly engaged with eating your friends.
Not the one next to us. The one
You
next
guys
to us
are
is
streaming
fucked.
this for me in the morning, so that's on you guys. No.
Yeah, gonna shoot the one attacking the boat that I'm in.
Fair enough.
No offense to the
Roll
rest
to
of you.
hit.
Yagi, chat member Rainbow Breaker has slow clapped for you
I
for light lunch.
I've already stated that Rainbow Breaker is now currently my favorite viewer.
We can't play favorites, y'all.
I was gonna say, is that something you can?
Rainbow Breaker and
play
Andrew
Is that-
got it also.
Like
Is
how
that
the grandma
something you can
can't
do?
play.
Is like you're my favorite viewer now? Like is that?
I've laid claim to them.
No, you can't. You're the streamer.
Ew.
It's illegal.
Yeah, that's
you
illegal. You have to love all of your
It's called modding.
constituents equally.
So you give people mod.
Does that include the bot that's selling viewers?
Yes.
Do I have to love them?
No, that's not a
He's gone now.
Make them bot a mod. Absolutely.
I'm like the
Visani
I'm like
loses
the
his
Google
arrow and it
icon.
strikes true. Roll for damn eye.
grandpa. I'm allowed to have favorites.
That was a D20. My bad.
You want to hit it again.
Just to make
Just
sure.
to
you
make
hit it the
sure.
Yep,
Some
That's
elven
bad.
accuracy
Exactly.
bullshit going on. Or...
we'll go with that. There we go.
Nice.
And now for
And
the
some of this
plus
too.
76.
And one of them dudes.
The damage.
Wow, that's almost a
Pretty low.
fireball.
Sure enough, the arrow thuds into the shark.
Hope everybody's enjoying
And
the
it
stream so far.
Makes angry
we'll be
shark
running from
noises. I get what
about
does a
7
shark
to
in pain
roughly
sound like?
Probably a
11,
bit different when it's a
I have
zombie.
a
tonight.
Father.
We'll see how things go. That's about the
That's
time we'll be wrapping
Still
up.
alive.
If you can't stay the whole time,
Yeah.
don't
No
worry
one-
about
no
it. The
one-
They're
VOD will be up for
giant
2
undead
weeks
sharks.
after the stream finishes, so you'll have time to come back
Is
and
that you,
watch if you
Visani?
want.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
took the bonus action to aim.
Bonus aim. Got it. Medrash.
Okay. I assume that it's trying to gnaw at our boat or at me.
Its teeth are now sort of just suspended in midair by arcane force.
Fuck him up, abjuration shield. I wonder how prone works when it's in the water.
It's
I'm
probably
going to,
just immune.
to take my harpoon of cold in 2 hands, and I whack at the shark, or not whack, I stab.
Roll to hit.
That is a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You lose the harpoon somehow.
You stab, and like your upper torso goes somewhat into the shark's now open jaw as you really commit to the stab.
You should have whacked it.
It's
You should have whacked
completely-
it.
Maybe I
Medrush,
should
you
have.
go prone.
So what's happening here? I normally get 2 attacks? Do I just...
Yeah, you get another attack.
Okay.
But thematically, you've now just yeeted yourself into the shark's mouth for its next turn.
All right, then I shall. I'm getting myself into a tactical position, guys. I'm stabbing its organs.
Can't bite you if you're past all the teeth, right?
How do I miss?
Incredible.
Nice +9.
I pout. I just pout.
In a shocking display, Medrash literally can't hit the broadside of a bar.
What a show
I
of
figured.
physical prowess.
That's
Everybody,
impressive.
big round of applause for Medrash.
Your local punter and punter, as it would seem.
You attempt to stab at its internal organs, however, you get the sense you're kind of just stabbing into open air and maybe just like vacant undead space.
Maybe this zombie shark doesn't need a stomach. Huh.
Rainbow is just getting further and further into my favorite category.
Marcus.
All right, let's see. This Zambo shark's looking pretty rough, yeah.
Pretty rough.
All right, Rainbow
Not
Breaker,
on
I'm going to need
death's
you to
door,
knock
but
that
pretty
off.
rough.
We can't have favorites here.
It's all relative, right?
Otherwise, I'll have people
Yeah.
fighting for it.
You mean undead store?
Let's see,
It's
and
not the
there's-
size of the boat, but the motion of the ocean.
Sounds like someone with a small boat.
So, just to be sure, have not seen hide nor hair of a third shark yet, have we?
Not yet.
Okay.
Do they have hide? I know they don't have hair.
In any case,
Well, he's hiding with a hair.
He is hiding.
I am going to pull out my wand of magic missile for the first time in a while, and I am going
Ooh,
to
classic
unload,
Marcus.
Yeah, going to unload a 3rd level magic missile using 3 of the charges on the wand.
Absolutely. Roll damage.
I will.
You produce the wand from whatever deep pocket you have put it in.
Hmm.
Arcane bolts fly out.
This
of
is
it,
absolutely a running thing with this wand of magic
impacting
missiles.
the
Marcus
shark
will roll,
solidly.
Hmm.
Wow.
Well,
Don't
I
joke
wasn't-
about these
I thought-
things,
I thought a
Aaron.
lot of
Don't
work.
joke.
I was
It is worth
You know-
noting that that is plus 4 more.
Joke
so it's
afterwards,
actually
not
16.
before.
it wasn't all ones,
Right.
but the 2 that weren't were high rolls, so it kind of cancels out.
So,
I don't think he even averages
the
out.
shark definitely got hurt by that, but it's still alive.
Man, how rude.
Still
Mm.
unalive.
Still unalive.
It
Well.
feels fantastic, and it's
Still alive.
So,
Ending its turn.
anything else, Marcus?
Nope. Just gonna sit here and question my decisions.
That shark didn't like getting bolted,
He won't
so
do it.
it spins around in the water. It kind of does like, and then immediately pops back up, swimming at you again, Ronbat.
Oh,
He just said,
Oh.
He just said he
Oh,
didn't like getting bolted. I didn't bolt him.
You hit it with lightning, and it chomps on you. It chomps pretty hard.
That's fine.
proceeds to roll all ones.
only I can do
And
that.
you all watch as the creature reaches up from the water, kind of just propelling itself,
I need to put a crit.
slams its jaws down on Ronbat, and takes
Ooh.
it with him.
Bet.
Well, at least that was a fairly underwhelming crit.
Into the water.
Bet.
Ronbat, you are pulled underwater by the jaws of this shark. Visani, you do get an attack of opportunity as it pulls Ronbat away.
Hey, don't I get
If
one
you would
too?
like. You
Doesn't
also
he have
get
a-
one, Marcus.
Doesn't he have a bow though?
Gonna stab him.
With what?
My dagger. What are you talking about?
Very good, Andrew. Yes, it's actually one of the undead arms of one of the zombies that this undead shark ate. It's
Little
definitely
do you
hard to
know,
finish up.
it's not just a shark. It's an undead shark and bear.
Take that.
It's
Good
a
stab.
Tarsharkin instead of a Turducken.
I'm not willing to relinquish my hold on my bow while we're in the middle of the ocean.
Fair
So
enough.
I will punch the shark.
Excellent.
Just throw an arrow at it.
You
with
just
your hand.
you see Ronbat get yoinked, and your immediate response is ah! Ah! And you
Stab
just
him with an
judo
arrow.
chop it. Roll the hit with strength, I guess.
Yep.
His new signature move, shark punch.
Shark punch, ooh ha ha.
Shark punch sounds like the
Man,
the
I've
name
never
for
needed
the
to
bloodied
use
water from a shark.
the modifier button until now.
It's
You
true.
know,
It's
Andrew
not.
brings up a good point. If you just
Oh,
punch
okay,
him in the
that's how it
nose, he'll
works.
let me go.
That would be if it could feel pain like normal sharks. It is a zombie.
Oh, he can feel pain. He
It
said that
cannot.
he didn't like the lightning.
If a paladin did it, it might.
Hmm.
Paladin punches in order to lay on hands.
There we go. I think I
Got
got
it.
it.
Very good point, Rainbow.
Yeah. You just click on you figured it out.
Oh, but it won't let me just drop a d20 on the shark.
So shark one is
Nah, just look over that
heavy,
chat,
according
yeah.
to the combat tracker.
Don't think it worked.
Wow.
You do hit the shark. You're not sure
Even
how
if we-
effective it is. You
Well,
like
he takes-
smack the tail on the way back out.
Excellent. He
Even
takes
if we
3
finish him
damage.
off, Runbat's still in the water and bleeding.
You don't hit it.
If that
This
third
may be
shark is
but
still
you're-
out there
you're-
somewhere,
You pull back.
that might
and
be
your-
trouble
your
for him.
hand- God, that thing has tough ass skin.
You make contact,
Smacks.
but you don't actually beat its AC.
Yes.
Smacks the tail of the shark. This baby can fit so many Rombats in it.
Marcus, you're focused on this, but you
Of
do
course.
hear immediately to your. Well, I guess you'd be looking to it from to your left as another shark breaches the surface.
Regret.
Rum bait.
Rombait, ooh ha ha.
And is coming for you.
Does this one look mildly singed?
It does not.
Well, at least I know the fourth shark is definitely dead. Of course, I used my reaction to stab a shark when I could have held it for shield.
Is this
I
breaking
was
the fourth
surprised
shark?
that you did that
Listen,
when we knew
Um,
there was a third shark.
listen.
It's only
Mild
14
pain.
damage.
4 of
Yeah,
that
now
gets
he's in the
absorbed
ocean.
by-
4 of it is absorbed by Abjuration Shield. So as the shark comes up and crunches down on you, you are clenched in its jaws. It's used its full move to get there. But
Oh, well, that's not a problem then. I'm not in the water.
it's true.
That is
But
fortunate.
you are now grappled by the shark.
It's fine. It's just pain.
Pain is temporary.
Acceptance is pain.
Ronbat,
Okay, so am I
You
inside
are
of this shark's mouth?
roughly 20 feet underwater.
Am I inside of this shark's mouth?
You are. It's got you like long ways essentially.
Okay,
And you are just sideways in its mouth as it's chomping down on you.
okay.
Taking his lunch to go.
In that case, I'm going to poke my gun through his teeth and just fire it where I cannot possibly miss inside of this shark.
Roll to hit.
Can I take aim underwater?
Yeah, you'd think that you'd be unable to hit a shark from inside.
I would say that because it is forcing you to move, that you cannot take the cunning action to aim, essentially, because you are being, jostled around in the jaws of a giant goddamn shark.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's fair.
That aim action sort of has the implicit. I am going to, steady myself, which you can't really do right now.
Oh, I'm super steady.
John, it's a shame you can't drop a huge radiation ball on these sharks that are so spread out.
I'm gonna try
I mean,
to
the sickening radiance that I definitely no longer have.
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
pump this with a forceful shot.
Ooh.
As soon as we stop having enemies in a spread out area, that would be nice to have an AoE effect. I take it away. Yeah, I just don't have it anymore.
And I'm just gonna shoot this fool.
Honestly, Ronbat's constitution is probably high enough to take that.
I wonder if I switch it to fire, I might not get hurt, but the fire might. What are the thoughts on the fire gun underwater?
So there is a rule where it would essentially have resistance to the damage because it is fully submerged at this point.
Oh, fuck that,
The
dude.
only
Lightning it
exception to
is.
that was because
Yeah.
You could switch to normal bullets.
Normal.
I think
or you can just use the palm pistol. Fuck you.
Could use the pump pistol, oh, fuck you.
yeah, you'll have resistance to the fire damage it does.
We do not want him to roll a nat 1. It may happen, but if it does, his gun jams or breaks. I think it jams, and if he rolls, if he tries to fix it and rolls slowly enough, it breaks. So
there's a deafening silence.
Ooh.
Alternatively,
I call for the longest Johns.
I can take out my shotgun.
If Groovy's still muted for the stream, then I have a suggestion.
Do it.
Actually.
It is worth noting, you are grappled and restrained.
I was gonna say you have a hell of a time.
Disadvantage.
You're gonna have a hell of a time getting a shotgun out of your ass while you're being held in place by giant teeth.
Okay, so the attacks will be at disadvantage.
Your attacks are at disadvantage. What are you doing around that?
I'm just gonna spin the revolver into damage instead of lightning or fire.
You're gonna normal bullets?
Yeah, just because
you take out the power crystal.
Well, the other 4 chambers are still just regular.
Right.
So I'm gonna try to shoot him.
Roll it.
Let me mark that.
And you do have disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no.
Of course.
Yeah.
Andro, what have you done?
And your gun jammed.
Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew. God, you're no longer my favorite.
No, thank you.
Andro, what have you done?
Oh
You've
wow, I
broken
hadn't
him.
seen that.
No longer my favorite.
Andrew, you gain inspiration for this game that you aren't actively playing in.
All right.
Gun
Well,
jams.
in that case,
I mean, we could watch chat and see where they want to spend it.
Actually, yes, everyone watch chat. You may spend your inspiration point when you so deem it necessary.
Or is this going to be like Twitch plays and
Twitch plays D&D.
This is Twitch plays D&D at this point.
Okay. So what?
So thematically, Ronbat, you put your gun to this creature's like skull, and it just kind of like
I think
I was gonna say death roll. That's a crocodile.
Since I went
So
to
it
normal,
just
I think the gunpowder
jerks
got
you.
wet.
It's playing thrash metal.
Okay, so here's a question. What did we say was the ruling about switching weapons?
Huh?
What's the ruling about switching weapons?
You can switch your weapons. You're just grappled and restrained. You can still reach for your packs and stuff. You just can't move
Okay,
unless you break away from this thing.
I will then put that one away for now. And I'll take out.
Also, keep in
the-
mind, you are underwater.
Yeah.
So you only have a set amount of rounds or you need to drown.
Yeah. I'm gonna take out my shotgun.
Okay. Your pistol jams. It's now full. The content's completely fucked.
For those of you who are going to be, well, actually, there aren't any shotguns. It's a dragoon.
I don't
pistol,
think
right?
I don't think anybody's.
No, the Dragoon
caring.
pistol is something else. He has
Oh,
a
really?
No,
blunderbuss.
He
he's-
has a blunderbuss,
That's-
but it's a shotgun.
Okay, so let me draw a cone for you. Oh, actually, I'm 20 feet underwater, so
You are 20 feet underwater, yes.
it wouldn't reach. Okay.
The cone includes the entirety of the shark's bowels.
It does.
The cone is the entirety of this shark. That's a good question. Will it hit multiple times as many bullets pierce his skin?
No. But if you're going to use the shotgun, roll attack.
Yep.
So you see your gun jam, you pull out the blunderbuss, already loaded because of course it is.
Of course it is. He does
Zombie
take double
shark.
damage from this.
Well, tell me where he touched you.
This attack is made at disadvantage as well.
Yes.
So just roll again and we'll see.
We're surrounded. That's good. That means we can fire any way. Any direction.
Oh,
You hit. You do sacrifice a 19, which is big but sad feels.
I mean, it's not a 20.
Uh,
Alright, so he does take double damage from this because he's directly in front of the gun.
The blunderbuss.
And
if you don't say "eat lead" when you pull the trigger, I will lose all respect for you.
I'm
He is
underwater.
underwater.
If I talk, I die.
bubble, bubble,
Eat
bubble.
lead.
But I think it.
It's so shoulder arm that says it to you, Aaron.
Alright, so he takes double that.
He takes double that.
Yeah, because the shotgun, if they're in front of the blast, they take double that damage.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, no, you pull out the shotgun and just kind of jam it between you and its teeth. Pull the trigger, and its head is just completely exploded.
Your face explodes.
So it is going to make a con save to save that.
Can it survive?
Yeah.
So
Undead Fortitude.
undead
Yep.
fortitude being the
Where were you when Zombie Shark was killed?
So I believe, yeah, it's 5 plus the damage taken. So the DC is 27.
Nice.
Yeah. I figured that's why I went.
It can make it
That's why
if
I
it
went.
rolls a nat 20.
That's why I went for the shotgun that does double damage because I was like, Undead Fortitude's gonna be a bitch.
Andrew knows.
So
what's
yes, the shotgun blast completely decimates the front half of this shark. The water now full of blood. But like sort of gross black, like coagulated blood. Also yours. But you are no longer grappled and restrained by the creature.
Okay. I am then going to bonus action dash.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
Yes.
And
Andrew.
swim up.
Dash.
Yep.
You
And
broke.
then action surge
You broke Ronbat's
Dash.
gun.
to get on top of this fucking boat.
You swim back to the boat.
Hi guys.
Great.
You climb into the boat as quickly as possible.
How you guys doing?
Good. Being eaten by a shark.
Oh, I had that.
So, oh yeah, it's not so bad. He's just got blood like soaking into all his clothes. It's not that bad.
Rumbet's picking out a tooth from his stomach. Could be worse.
A good point raised by Rainbow in chat. Have we turned this shark into a philosopher now? Because it's now so open-minded.
Hey,
Hmm.
I hate it.
Merely a fish.
All right, that you run, Bat?
Yep.
All right.
Wait, you want me to do more?
I was gonna. No, you're good. Kenore is going to like grab you, Ash, seeing that you have a bow, pull you back, and get into your space. That's gonna be most of, like all of his move. But he takes his cutlass and his axe and swings it, both of them down at the shark.
Hey, Kenore.
Hey.
So is Kenori my dental assistant?
He is your dental assistant. A flurry of blows is unleashed by the Minotaur.
When you roll to attack and a shark gets bitch slapped, that's Kenore.
And he lays into the shark.
I like that one.
Chunks of shark flesh just slough off into the water.
Alana going to do something other than dodge?
Wow, you're really hating on Volana for that, aren't you? She's like,
that is my first comment on that.
Refresh my memory, Zach. She's like 11, isn't she?
If she's not gonna do anything,
She's like 17, I think.
Okay.
She's young.
If she's got
16,
nothing
17.
else to do,
But however, seeing you clenched in the jaw, she reaches over and her hand begins to crackle with electrical energy. And
That's not
she
healing.
She's a wizard. What?
The shark is in fact injured as she shocking grasps it.
Thanks.
I didn't expect that. You might say it was shocking.
Shark 2, who is being assaulted on all sides and has yet to grab anyone.
Rainbow, if you're going to say
is
that, you better
going
at least
to
put a
like
clap
blow.
emoji in chat.
Get here for your root canal.
It doesn't have anyone that it
I
genuinely
would, but
prefers.
I'm looking at
it's going
chat
to
from
attack the one
OBS, so
with
I don't
the
know
most
if I
damage
can.
to it, which is Kenore.
Oh yeah, I can. Maybe not. Rip.
Kenore.
Is someone messaging Rainbows directly?
The teeth latch down on Kenore, and
No,
the
I
shark
was-
begins to.
I was speaking to
Wait.
Rainbow.
Medrash, you would get an attack of opportunity on this
Attack of opportunity. Yes.
as it pulls
Huzzah.
Kenore away.
Yes. Okay, so in addition to this damage, because I have not used Eldritch Smite this round, it's getting
You can
smoked.
smite it.
Might it.
Oh. Wow.
And since that was as it was leaving, does that mean? Yeah.
Yep.
It grabs Kenore and begins to pull him, and you instinctively take your harpoon and you skewer it right through the middle, seemingly having punctured its heart. It's
shark.
not. There's a 5% chance it lives. I'm gonna roll it, but I might just ignore it as well. Holy shit!
No.
You can't ignore that. Come on.
No.
No.
Kenore is taken away.
I don't know how do you want to roleplay it, like coming back to life, or maintaining its life.
Did Kinori get dragged away? Is the question here. Because that nat 20 was clutch.
Drag him.
Yeah.
Drag him!
Yes.
Yes,
Holy
queen.
shit. That's the funniest thing. Okay.
Wait,
It is
Well,
knocked prone
What was
when
the
it gets
AD
like
for the
for
players,
that?
there.
the crit fail, and the NPC's crit success?
He's just doing a natural 20 is a success on that because no, the DC was not achievable.
Yeah, I was
The
about to
DC
say,
was
shouldn't
not
that be like 40?
Yeah, but the nat
Because
I
That's
guess
gonna
there
change.
aren't technically like auto successes on rolls like that, aren't there? Yeah, no.
Do what you want.
When you
It's
try
not
to be
bad.
brave and
In
the
any
shark
case,
crits
it
a
is not
save,
prone.
that's Kinore.
You gotta honor the nat
You
20.
skewer the shark, stabbing it in the heart,
Oh,
immediately exploding it with your eldritch energy.
boo.
Aberration
Hey.
shield is kill.
Don't forget.
I hope my
it's
singing
all
isn't
a fever
too bad.
dream,
I
that
am not
the
exactly
DM
what
has
you'd
a
call a performer.
It's true.
So I can't be angry. I can't be angry for 2 reasons. And Andrew, you
All right.
joke about that, but I'm actually in Japan right now.
Well, how big is the shark? Like, I'm assuming that it's probably
It's like
got like
15 feet
huge.
from end to end.
I
It's
mean,
huge.
height wise, because I'm assuming that it's got like 3/4 cover from the boat that's between
It's got
me
some
and it.
pretty decent cover from like all of your friends. It's got Marcus in its mouth. Now, yeah, there's a lot going on over there.
Every time.
I'm
So
still
yeah,
okay.
it essentially has a +5 to its class, or your attack has a -5. However you want to conceptually look at that.
Even so, that only puts its AC
You've
at
got a
around 15 or so.
+13. I
Right,
think you
have
can
to roll
afford
like-
a -5.
You have to roll like a 3 to hit it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It is worth noting this one has not taken much damage. It looks fine.
I mean, it only showed up last round.
It did. It also has Marcus in its mouth. That might be the more pressing concern.
I'm going to try you just like get as far to the, I assume, the stern of the boat as possible, and kind of
Yeah.
lean so that I have the smallest or the biggest sight picture on the shark and the smallest profile of Marcus and Valana there,
Yes.
and loose a couple more arrows. You know what? I may drop a bonus action and cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay. You attune to the nature around you, defiled as it is by this strange mist, but you focus your intent on the shark. Go ahead and roll to hit with your Hunter's Mark.
Yes, in order to cast Hunter's Mark, you marvel at the beauty of nature around you.
And that was with a -5 on it, so
Yes. So it does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
all right. He has wounded from Valana though, so
He is wounded. Valana smacked it.
let me turn that on. All right, here we go. Boom.
Pretty good.
Try it. Let's see if we can do it one more time. Marcus, stay still.
Take my strong hand.
Keep
You're
still.
1 inch away from just fucking dying.
Little shark bite ain't nothing. I took a flail of pain to the skull.
Ron Bates.
And I do need to roll a d8 for the Colossus Slayer. I don't have a macro for it. Oh, yes, thank you.
There you go.
It looks hurt. You've definitely loosed a couple
Thank
arrows. You
you.
can see them faintly glimmering.
Hang on, I'm gonna see if Kidnore, if we can paddle the boat closer. While it's still latched onto Marcus.
Here, Kenora looks.
If it's
I got it.
Cool.
Knorr's just gonna throw a fucking
for next round.
He has clearly oozing wounds from the bite, but he's like, nope, I got it.
Visani. Marcus is the eat.
Yeah, that's not great.
Eh.
Just gonna lean around Ronbat and shoot it.
Roll.
And the bonus action to aim. as
You're
well.
you're also kind of 5 feet up in the air as the boat is now just sort of tipping into the water.
Oh, so it's giving me a better view.
Yeah, it's perfect.
He has high ground.
Roll damage with sneak attack.
kill
Ooh. Not bad, not bad. Now the sneak attack.
Hey.
Big
Oh,
Pretty good.
Big sneak.
Imagine sneak attack doing something.
It did
dude,
the
three
same
sixes.
fireball.
3 6s. Marcus could learn a thing or two from you. I tell you.
Yo,
I
I've rolled,
think you'll find that
Drag
you can't
the
roll critical
wizard.
on a D4.
rolled poor damage since the start of this campaign. It's not new, all right?
Hey, at least you didn't roll
Visani,
consistently low on strength
from your
checks, which your character's
perch,
supposed to
you
be good
loose an arrow, and it impacts solidly with the shark that has your friend clutched in its jaws. Medrash, what are you doing?
at. Do I have a clear line of sight on this? This
On the
last
shark? No.
You can't just fly
Because
up.
the boat, because the boat's
The
in the way.
boat and your friends and the water is very much in the way. You could probably fly up at to get a good beat on it, though.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Sure, I'll do that. So I fly roughly 20 feet up in the air like this.
Yeah, you
Uh,
45-degree angle.
So I guess more like that.
Oh,
Try
that
to get
way?
a good
Okay.
view. Sorry?
Yeah. We'll say it has half cover from that position, just because there's even more going on. It's got +2 to its armor class, or you have a -2 attack.
Oh, I'm not attacking.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm casting this. Old monster.
He succeeds.
Damn.
Okay.
Why do they always succeed my save throws?
Because
They
your
always
skills are
do.
shit.
because your DC's garbage. What?
You have a 14.
Quite awful.
It's pretty bad, but at the same time, we haven't leveled up in a way that I can increase that charisma mod.
It's true. You
Not
focused on strength, not charisma.
well.
So
I mean, it's
unfortunately, you attempt to hold monster, stunning the shark in place. However, it seems to, with its single-minded nature of eat, murder, kill.
charisma. Mildly important for charisma-based casters.
Yeah.
You are unable to gain sway over this creature. Marcus.
Don't worry, Marcus got it.
Harpoon lock.
All right, you guys know that GIF where kid gives the peace out sign and then fades away from existence? I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
Oh, I thought you were about to banish this thing.
Me too. I was like, oh, okay. Hi, shark.
I'm gonna cast Misty Step, and being that Medrash is probably the only person from the other boat I can see, I'm just gonna teleport 30 feet over to just above him, and just be like, catch!
Medrash, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, please. Love it.
I have faith. You can do this.
You're flying, Mark. You're flying.
Midrash?
Did we lose Yagi?
We might have lost him. Oh no.
Sorry?
Midrash, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just handling something. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're good, man.
Uh,
Marcus has teleported into your arms, essentially.
oh,
And
okay.
you're trying to catch him before he falls into the surf below.
Gotcha. So I'm adding 1 to this because for whatever reason I can't add it properly with one of my things. I'll make it public. That seems fine.
Oh,
Hey.
Oh, baby.
There you go.
Without even like looking, you just catch Marcus. And you hold him, and it
It's like
looks
I've-
really cool.
it figures you would crit save on this and not
You
and not
crit
the
save
actual
on a teddy.
attack.
And with that, I'll be like, thanks. And then I'm
Anything else,
I'm
Marcus?
used to it by now.
and then
You
I'm going to
believe
use
you
action
still
to
have an
cast
action.
Firebolt.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Does it also benefit from half cover from where I am?
Yeah, you're essentially in the same spot, Midrash.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep. Roll for damage.
Fun.
And it is not entirely submerged, so it does not resist.
even if it did.
Oh,
Even
right,
if it did,
because
it
you.
didn't.
Oh wow,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure enough. You teleport back, Midrash catches you, and shoots a fireball, bolt, rather, at the creature that you were literally just inside the jaws of. You hit it, and it begins to burn. Let's see if it can beat a 22, I believe.
No, it can't.
It cannot.
It can't. He did.
So it is dead. As the shark, the undead skin just begins to melt away under the heat of your fire. You all take a breath, look around, hoping that there wasn't a fourth shark.
I smell burning. Is everything okay?
And a moment passes,
Everything's fine here.
and you are
I flap them.
roughly certain that you are safe for the time being.
Okay. I'm gonna take a quick second to reload the guns first off, and just cast mending on the revolver.
As you do, yeah. You all watch as Ronbat just very absent-mindedly grumbles as he does it, waves a hand over his gun, and
This fucking shit jamming all over the place. What the fuck is this?
Did you take mending just so you wouldn't have to make the Tinker's Tools checks to
Hell yeah.
to fix your weapons?
If I fail the Tinker's Tool check, they break.
And then you cast mending.
So I was just like, I just cast mending on this. Call it a day.
Medrash,
You
could drop
watch
me back
as-
in my dinghy?
Yeah, I was about
Thank
to.
you.
I
all right.
drop him off in his boat.
You are now maybe 90 feet from shore. Kadore and the others begin rowing toward the dock. You land.
Really, make sure to clean those not bad.
Hmm?
Bite wounds. That's gonna be gross. Could
Because
get
we're no
infected.
longer seeing.
I can patch you up a little bit. I will.
Oh, actually, if you want to patch me up instead of me using my, take that.
Yeah, let
I
me.
say we take a minute to let those of us who are wounded take a breather.
And how much damage did Kenori take?
The
Was it a
warlock
lot?
asking
You
for a
approach
short
Kenori and he just holds up a hand.
Yes,
I'm
the
fine.
warlock is asking for a
Thanks.
short rest.
Shame on you.
I mean, I'll take a
Shame
short
on
rest.
me. Wouldn't you like to have a hold monster against a theoretical boss?
I mean, not with rolls like that.
That's fair.
Ouch.
Sure, we want to sit around here for an hour?
We're kind of.
We've got
We just
don't have
started.
much time.
Okay. Says the player. Madrash realizes that we are pressed for time. He does not refer to himself in the third person. You refer to yourself in the third person.
So as you land and you step on the wood creaks beneath your feet, it seems like it could give way at any moment. It doesn't. But it is old, it is unkept. And you look on and you see there is a path that leads up and toward another large cliff face. You see outside a handful of small shacks and several carts, as it were, mine carts, that lead to one central entrance.
Can I percept or investigation? The mine carts look like they've been used recently.
Go ahead and I would say investigate or perception, depending on how close you want to get.
I'll
How
head up
just
to
kind of
them.
cursory glance, or if you're gonna like go through them, investigation.
I'm gonna check them out.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll investigation check.
I will say I would like to cast See Invisibility just so I have it up for the next hour, just in case there's
Absolutely.
any shenanigans.
Speaking of having things up for the next hour, I do have Hunter's Mark lasts an hour. So provided I don't lose concentration, I can put that to use.
I thought
Maybe.
you were gonna say, speaking of things that last an hour, I took some Viagra. I was like,
If your hunter's mark lasts for longer than 4 hours, contact your nearest
medical
wizard.
help.
Seek Arcanist's help.
So, looking through, Ash, you look. They are almost unusually empty, like they've been picked clean.
Unusually clean. Like, does it look like anything settled on them, like dust or dirt that would be, from the
Dust and
elements?
dirt, yes, from just sitting out in the elements, it would. But like contents-wise, there is nothing in these cards.
Okay.
Like you'd expect there to be maybe, some of the day's quarry, but there
Right.
are not. There is not. These have been picked thoroughly through.
Okay.
Wait,
No.
picked because mining?
Sure.
Hey.
Are these
Does that make you
Corrosion
feel better?
A little.
these
Okay.
carts on tracks that seem to be intact of any sort, or
Carts is kind of like the wrong term. They're more just kind of like wheels. There are no tracks. No like mine cart tracks.
So wagons.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like they're that big of an operation here to require carts worth of, tracks worth of things.
I was about to say, forget Fantasy Grounds. We're taking this to Minecraft.
Yeah, let me build it real quick.
See you in
literally
like
still have
4 weeks.
the Pick of Destiny.
Zach, you do still have the Pick of Destiny, Magic.
Yes, I do.
On any mining related checks, you can use that for a +1 bonus.
Ooh, you know what? That might come in handy.
It might.
Come in handy.
So,
Add an item.
the area here is fairly barren, minus the docks.
is there evidence of a path that
There is a path, and it leads up to this large wooden doors that go into the side of this cliff face.
Gotcha. Is there any sign of any buildings or anything like that nearby that we can see, or no?
There are a couple just small wooden like shacks. You're not sure what they would be used for. You do notice outside there are a couple outhouses.
Lovely.
So maybe
Still
avoid
thick-
those
still
if
thick
you
here?
like to. Huh?
Sorry.
The fog is even thicker here.
Ah,
Hmm.
So
Fuck that.
I'm thinking maybe we check out the little shacks before checking out what appears to be the mine there. Do you guys think that sounds good?
Why don't we
seems like the plan.
let Ash use her
Yeah,
primeval
I'm
awareness?
gonna take a moment to concentrate and search for humanoids or fiends on the Isle.
You take a moment and you attune to the earth around you. You get, well, aside from your party members, you get nothing.
Protect the ship from here as well.
Yeah, it's like within 5 miles. So,
Oh, you get the ship.
but I knew about the ship.
And nothing else in 5 miles.
Else that's humanoid or fiendish.
You're pretty far out.
And there's no telling whether there's some kind of cloaking bullshit.
Yeah, 5 miles. So all right.
Or
There's nothing on the island, at least as far as humans or humanoids.
Humans or fiends are concerned.
Yeah. But those things from the other night, they don't. I can't sense them, so that
They
doesn't
seem to-
mean that we're not alone,
Right.
Hmm.
They do
or that
seem
we
to
are
be
alone.
I would wager that since we fought them so recently, we probably shouldn't worry about them yet, but that's just a guess.
Well,
gonna-
not those ones specifically, but I'm sure there's more where they came from.
Perhaps, but they struck me as sort of like the officers of, you know,
I'm
Norix.
gonna send Ricky on a reconnaissance mission.
Ricky the reconnaissance parrot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just kind of fly up above, get a lay of the land, see if there's anything incoming, and go to
So-
those shacks.
The wings flutter as Ricky goes up. You attune your senses to the bird. You look around. The fog is dense. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Gotcha. Let me just stuff.
For Ricky.
Alright, that's a solid. That'll do it.
Ooh.
At least it's something.
Ricky's maiden reconnaissance voyage. She flies up. He flies up? They
Yep,
fly up?
it's a he.
Ricky
Ricky flies up.
Okay.
Ricky's
Ricky
just
flies
walking
up.
around in,
Ricky's a good
Rolls
boy.
flasks.
Ricky flies up, looks around.
Oh, wait. They have advantage. They have advantage. So let's do that again.
It's improvement.
Excellent.
It's slightly better, baby.
Wait, what's that? Through the mist, you see
More
a
mist.
shack. Oh wait, you knew
More
that was
mist.
there. Ricky flies up and around. The island's largely uninhabited, minus this one section that you've landed on. It's not incredibly large. Like, you guys could probably walk around the entire, like, Medrash could probably fly around it. There's a lot of weird sort of just like sheer drops and cliff faces and dense foliage that you guys would have a problem on. But you could probably fly around this in maybe 45 minutes.
Wow, that's a small island.
That's fair.
It's a really tiny island.
All right. Well, I'll call Ricky back, and I think that he did a great job. So I trust this island is perfectly
Dense
safe.
jungle beyond where you guys, and cliffs.
If I remember correctly, though, you also think it was a really good idea to climb the Zephyr Spire with not a stitch on your person.
He was drunk.
He
It's still
Okay, qualifier. He was blackout drunk.
It was very, very
So,
liquid diet.
So
somehow
as
you
you
still
look
had
around,
somewhere to hide a flask.
you want to check the shack?
Yeah.
that is what I was planning. Yeah.
You head towards the shack. It's small. And it looks like, as you look around, there are papers strewn about. It looks like this may have been an office space, potentially. Just where the books were kept, keeping track of things. You notice, though, that there's a notable absence of any ledger here. You'd assume that in this office there would just be a large book where you would track the shipments, what came in, what came out, etc., etc. There is not.
I want to look at the papers and see if there's anything recent or recently dated.
Yeah. How?
You look through the papers. The most recent one that you find was about 5 years ago. And is
Wow.
just a shipping manifest for some food that was sent to the island.
Guys,
You do find about 5 years ago. And there is a paper trail, but it's a lot of incomings.
so not much outgoing is what you're saying.
Not a lot of outgoing in the 5-year mark.
Bunch of
You
Highland
do
Dash
find older ones that are oh, coal, we sent out a shipment. And that is the predominant thing that seems to have been being gathered here.
Can I
Coal mine.
split the papers up in half and hand some to Marcus and see if anything sticks out for what was incoming?
Marcus, if you'd like to make an investigation check, go ahead.
Okay, what am I looking for exactly?
Like anything weird about what was, because look, I mean, there's it's a mine, but there's almost nothing leaving the island. It's all coming in.
I mean, yeah, it's a small operation. It probably takes a long time to get a shipment worth sending out.
Yeah, but also
I'll check.
if you're doing nothing but bringing stuff in and not sending stuff out, why wouldn't you just start a mine somewhere else that is more productive?
There don't seem to be, at least looking through, it doesn't seem to spark any oh, this is in your mind.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, it seems pretty above the board.
I don't know. It just
The idea holds water.
you can accomplish a lot with small amount of time. They don't always necessarily need to be. I mean, a shipment of coal is a lot of coal. Anyway, is there anything else in the shack of note?
There's a rotten apple on the desk. Grossly rotten apple.
I attack it.
Nothing else though.
Gotcha.
Just a handful of strewn about papers.
Gotcha. Was this the only shack, or was the rest of it outhouses?
There were 2 outhouses, this shack, and then the doors that went into the mine.
Gotcha. The mine does seem like our most promising.
There is a small bed in here as well. Sorry, I forgot to mention.
Okay.
It would seem like this was the office space for whoever was the head honcho here, as well as the living quarters.
Yeah, I'm thinking mine.
That's
You're thinking you're what?
Exactly.
Gosh.
No, just mine in general.
That's deep.
It is.
Very, very good.
Just to be sure, I haven't noticed anything invisible or ethereal since we've arrived, have I?
No.
Okay.
But as you look at Ronbat, he looks pretty messed up. He got dragged underwater.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
You see invisible pain behind my
You just
eyes.
noticed it. Ronbat hides a lot from everyone. It seems the invisibility spell has, picked up on some of that.
See pain and sorrow beyond belief, just behind my eyes.
Weird
I mean,
point.
You already drink for pain and sorrow, so you're just drinking for more pain and sorrow. Like why is this any different for you?
No. This is the pain and sorrow from.
Yeah, weird point of order. Abjuration shield should have 25 HP, not 24.
Oh, sorry. I accidentally killed Abjuration.
Wow.
How dare you?
Kill.
Yeah, I thought it was the shark when I took it out of the turn order. It wasn't.
Oops.
Come up, Abjuration Shield.
So,
Still dead.
you would like to approach the mines.
Correct.
Mine thoughts exactly.
No.
As you all approach, who's taking point?
Last time we went into any place that was remotely mine-like, and I was in the lead, we had this fever dream.
Yeah,
I'd
but
rather
if
die.
I get shot, no one can stand behind me to heal me.
But you're
What are you talking
pretending.
about? I have 3 potions of healing ready.
I
But
can go first if y'all are so scared of it.
You can't get crit, Ash.
I will
Yeah,
take
you
point.
can't get crit.
I have a shield and my rapier.
Absolutely. So, you lead the way. You reach out and you touch the handle. It is freezing cold.
Just a haunted mine, guys. Come on.
Yeesh. Like
Haunted mine.
kind of like pull my hand back and like shake it a little bit and like
Yeah.
rub it on my.
There's a massive juxtaposition because you are in a environment, but you touch this and it's like, oh, I just put my hand in an ice box.
It's cold. Why is it so cold? It feels weird. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the door open.
All right, and you all enter. And I think we should, at this, take maybe like a 5-minute break.
Okay, sure.
Mostly just because things need to be attended to.
Yeah.
So I gotta go take a shit.
He's about it. If he's not about to take a dump, he's preparing to
All
take a
right.
dump on us.
All right.
All right.
We'll
so
see
let's
you
just
in
say
5 minutes.
9, 10, I guess.
Few
Well,
All right, guys. I'm gonna put you on standby for just a few minutes, and when we come back, we'll be back to the action. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying so far. Andro, how do you feel about having a inspiration dice in your hands? I think we've only gotten inspiration a couple of times through the course of this campaign, so a little bit special. Hopefully everyone's enjoying and y'all are doing well tonight. As far as the Twitch channel goes, I do want to say I know that I'm not streaming regularly at this time. I am working to figure out maybe a couple of these guys are interested in doing something more regularly, like every 2 weeks or something. So if you just pay attention to the channel, and I'll have news for that hopefully in the near future. And I'll try to do some more solo streams just sometime soon. I've been really busy with my personal life, and it's hectic, but I'm getting through. Yeah. All right, it sounds like they are ready to go again, so let's get back to it.
Sure.
We're back.
That's all. Come on.
Okay.
Potato.
Also, did you see what I messaged you there?
All right.
Look at that transitions.
Man, it's a quality editing.
Quality content.
It's not editing. That's
You're editing.
What would you call it then,
Actually,
Trevor?
PowerPoint,
I'm-
apparently.
I mean, it's kind of editing. I had
hate you.
As you should.
what's happened? Is it something in Discord?
Well, you don't hate us enough to put rocks falling on us in the middle of the open ocean.
No, but we are under a mine now.
I thought about it. I could kill you.
Yeah. The three megalonopes we fought were just the bait for the gigantic megalanope. That's
true.
what kills us.
I just realized that I was still muted in Discord. I don't know if you guys were hearing me or
well,
not.
there we are.
I did say potato. It's just it went through the stream, just not to you.
Ah, yes. So they
So-
are thoroughly
Potato stream.
while you're talking about puns.
Zach said when he came back to go live, his code word was potato. So
Yes.
there's your explanation. Also, there's a lot of gray
There's
here.
Potato McWhiskey here.
There's a lot of gray here. Is this mist?
It is mist, but also the lines that you cannot see through, and etc.
oh man, we've been jostled at the entrance.
Oh boy,
It-
we're so sideways.
On this island, it's actually fog of war.
It's true.
I saw a Minotaur appear before us, and I got scared. And I was like, "Oh no, he's on our side."
So yeah, Ash is leading. Kenore probably followed close behind.
Near the front or middle.
Valana also took near the front just because by Kenore. Medrash, where would you like to be as you breach the mine?
Certainly not in the wall.
No,
I'll
you're
be
digging.
like
Taking up the
kind of
tail?
no. I think that as a pseudo frontline fighter, I will be close to the front line.
So
We should
we'll
have
say
someone
like
covered.
you and Marcus, rather, because you can enter like two at a time. So you follow beside Marcus.
Sure.
Visani's probably like at the back, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Visani and me are at the back.
You
That's
and
further.
Valana or march side by side. You kind of interject yourself in Valana,
Mm.
but it's
Furthering
fine.
the
As soon
cannon.
as you enter, you look and see before you there is a bloody mess here. The entire center of the room is coated in now coagulated, dried up,
Black
two
blood.
street blood. It would seem as if something either died here and was dragged out both the door to your right and immediately opposite you, because there are trails of this blood leading out both doors. The door to your left, however, doesn't seem to have much going on.
There's a door to our left.
Yes.
It's just beyond
I think
the
I see it
fog of war.
right this way.
Oh, the little circle.
Right.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Isn't that the right?
Fantasy Grounds is being goof for me.
Well, I
Technical
see the
difficulties.
lights,
It
and I see
froze on
also
my
where
part, right?
trails would head to it. Isn't it roughly where that arrow is pointing?
Sorry, 1 second. I will show you here. Fantasy Grounds just froze up on me. Sorry.
Show
Oh, no.
the line.
Mine froze up too. I was like, I don't know what's happening here.
I can still do stuff, I think. Yeah.
Mine came
I
back.
think we might be desynced.
Are you syncing what I'm syncing? I just saw Ash move.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna like move up just far enough to be able to peer around that corner.
You fool.
Was-
30 rocks fall on you.
I mean, is Zach able to? We might need to hold on. You know.
I know.
Okay. I'm alive.
Feel fantastic, and I'm.
So you look
Uh,
and you see a set of stairs going down, but you look and the stairs, there is water in this cavern.
I meant the door to the right there.
Oh,
One
you're
might-
looking. Okay.
One might
But-
call this an aquatic mine.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can see into the right one, I can still see into the left
You
one.
can
So
see into both of them, yeah. So as you approach, you see. And it's at this point, does everyone sort of follow Ash?
Yeah, I'm following up behind.
Ronbat would probably be the first to notice, followed by Ash, I believe. But you do hear just very, almost imperceptibly, but you've got some very, very perceptive people. You just hear every like second or so, there's a rhythm to it, just a.
Well, that's
Splat-
really
As
weird.
if metal being pounded against rock.
Okay.
Guys, they're still mining here.
Okay. Quick question, since all of our pathways seem to be flooded. Do you guys want to maybe back out and let me cast water breathing, like for 10
They're
minutes?
not entirely flooded. Water to knees.
How deep is the water then, roughly?
knee deep.
Knee.
Okay.
You were a little
Here.
little in and out there, but I got knee deep.
Yeah,
Knee-deep
it-
here,
the
but
water
this
is
is a
about
mine.
knee deep.
You know, presumably goes deeper.
How long does that spell last?
8 hours.
I say we do
How
it then.
long-
That
yeah,
sounds
how
great.
long- how many people does it hit at once?
I believe 8. Let me check my spell book.
I'm on. Yeah, it is 8. I'm pretty sure.
Well, we'll have 2 extra people that we could, but
Up to 10, actually.
Oh.
Huh, you can cast it on the familiars too.
That's
there you
true.
go.
Those I
actually, yeah.
May as well.
Perfect.
I mean, we have 6 people and 2 familiars.
Oh, there you go.
Just in case, in case something tries to drown us.
I
Or
mean, we are in the
have to
middle of the
delve.
ocean. We're in the middle of the ocean. It'll come in handy at some point.
Ronbat also. As you get closer to the center of the room, you can just barely make out the sound of it doesn't make sense, but your brain registers it as sobbing.
Okay, I will absolutely point out there is a sad miner somewhere.
Bad miner.
Probably
Just
because
away from the bar.
it's a miner, and it's in the middle of the ocean.
As Prometheus.
Wow.
As Ronbat, I
All
went
the
through.
names.
Across the streams.
All the names.
As Ronbat points this out, you do all hear, almost sourceless, just a low, mournful sob.
I was going to ask which way it was coming from until you said sourceless.
You
probably
can't
echoing.
quite place it.
Don't suppose I see anything with sea invisibility currently, do I?
You do not.
Okay.
The mine itself is sad.
That's why all the spotter's here. Is it's crying. It's crying up
Very
into these
full of
passages.
memory and anger.
Someone talking? What was that?
No, that was Stag being
No, that was me quoting Lord of the Rings.
I
Yeah.
could barely hear you.
And they call it a mine. A
Yeah,
mine.
So
Okay.
Let's
Anyways.
just
there is a low, mournful sob, seemingly from nowhere, and the faintest sound of metal on stone, just very rhythmically tip, tip, tapping away.
Marcus, were you going to cast that then?
not in here. Let's step back
Yeah.
outside, I think.
I mean, I don't know what one set of doors is going to do, but okay.
Turn around and the door is gone.
Ah!
Like
Nice little
Jinkies.
car door.
Say, you don't know what one set of doors is going to do. We were just in a haunted tomb like yesterday, the day before.
2
Okay,
days ago.
It did a
a
lot.
haunted tomb with like trap doors and puzzle doors and stuff. I don't see that being the case for a mine that was legitimately built.
That's what you think.
The problem when we were there, when I tried to cast a spell for 10 minutes, was not the traps. It was the ghosts.
Fine.
Yeah.
Let's step outside and cast this.
Yes. Assuming no complications. Let's just do that real quick, and come back in.
So you exit the mine, having done a quick little glance inside. You look around. Don't see anything with your sea invisibility. You take 10 minutes ritually casting,
Water breathing.
water breathing. You all feel magic wash over you, and you have the sense that you could probably breathe water.
In the future, if we wake up on the ship, just remind me to do that in the morning, because it lasts 8 hours.
I'm surprised that hasn't come up till now, but that's a really good idea.
I didn't have it until 3 days ago.
You're right. That's true.
All right. So, you return to the mine, and your ears now tuned to the sound you do sobbing and tapping.
Is the tapping also sourceless, or can that be isolated?
No, the tapping is definitely coming immediately opposite the door you entered. You can see the wall in front of you. You have dark vision, but not
Super dark
not
vision.
there. It's deeper in, but definitely that direction.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that's the way we go.
That reminds me, I will light up a produce flame so Ronbat can see a little bit.
Yes. Contrary to the image, these lanterns are not.
Fam.
It is pitch black in here. But you
Thank you.
produce flame, and you can see just a bit around you.
I vote we start left, or never mind.
I want to go towards the sound.
Yeah, the tapping is intriguing.
Yes, it is.
Are there actually chests here where they're at on the map?
They are barrels.
Ah. What do they say? Is it like explosive stuff or?
They have 3 X's on them.
Ooh,
Ah.
it's porn. It's porn.
Usually that refers to rum, but sure.
It's possible that, I mean, we didn't see any housing down here. They might have had a barracks in this mine or something. Or, a sleep house, whatever.
Or a
Yeah,
speakeasy.
they don't have stripper poles. They have stripper barrels.
Mm.
Is that why the triple X?
I believe so.
Right. I'm just gonna like slowly wade into the water, and knee deep water would be difficult terrain, I believe. Yes. Which haha.
So
You
is the
ignore.
barrels rum or gunpowder?
Huh?
You want to find
barrels
out.
rum or gunpowder?
Taste some and see.
Would you like to look? Would you like to know?
Because I'm interested. I'm interested in both of those.
You open.
Thanks to being
It
ranger,
becomes readily apparent when you go in.
I get to ignore
like a
difficult terrain.
Yeah, there's probably rum in here.
Ooh,
These are large rum barrels.
I feel all my flasks. One of the
You go to pour it, and it comes out like a thick black sludge.
Cool.
Still theoretically useful for a explosive.
It's just concentrated, that's all.
Rumba's gonna try that later.
Right. Okay. Ash, as you step there. Everyone go ahead and arrange yourselves once Ash gets to that point, please.
Oh boy.
I'm letting Ash lead the way only because seems to have a better grasp on.
I'm just like getting up to where I can peer around the corners, and then I'm gonna figure out where to go from there.
Not to metagame, I probably would have been at least back here a bit to provide the light for Ronbat, who was investigating this rum.
It's true. Ronbat is looking at the rum. Vlana and Kenore have gone to follow the other group. You hear an almost excited gasp come from your left, Ash. And out of the darkness, you see a hand just coming out of the ether toward you. But you look, and you follow the arm back, and it goes an impossible distance. 5, 10, 15, 30 feet back. And you see... Well, let me illuminate for you.
It's a roper.
No, it's a hand. It's a groper.
It's a hand.
We've had negative experiences with ropers. Yeah. Really negative.
You see a grotesque form, humanoid-ish. It looks like it might have been a person at one point, but now its right arm is grossly elongated. Other arm is just a big old spike. Its skin a pallid gray as the hand reaches out to grab you. Everyone, please roll initiative.
Presuming you see them been crying.
Yes, there are like black tear lines running down his face.
There's another crit success.
I wasn't going to attack it, but then you said roll initiative.
You should probably recognize these as the creatures that what's his name's crew turned into after we captured him.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yes. They are remarkably similar.
I see.
Means we're on the right track.
Is grid snapping off on this map or something?
Seem to be.
It is. It was one of those scenarios where the map had a grid already, and if I put the grid on it, it's a cacophony of lines. And let's not do that.
Fair enough.
Oh, and it had advantage on the attack. Sorry, I should have rolled that. Ah, there we go.
Okay. Harpoon arm. Gross.
Boy, that's my my turf you're stepping on there. Wait, would you say that this this monster has reach?
Its arm literally just yeeted 30 feet and grabbed Ash.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yes. So yeah.
That was less a serious question, more for the joke.
Ow.
Oh, literally, it's a harpoon arm.
Yes, I was about to say I assume that it's going to make an attempt to grapple.
And yes, you are grabbed by the creature as the hand just latches onto you, digging into your skin. All right. At the top of the round, Marcus, what are you doing?
Oh. Seeing Ash get nabbed. 1 second, let me pull up this spell real quick. Okay. So, seeing that Ash has been nabbed, I am going to cast my new spell, Summon Elemental. And
Oh.
summon my flaming dog, Barkus.
Yeah. Yes. Wait, this is a flooded mine. Is he going to be okay?
He will, in fact, be fine.
Okay.
All right. So give me these. Let me get to that. What are the stats on that?
You wrote down the stat blocks for them when I took the spell, yeah?
Oh, right. So armor class. Oh, what level did you cast it at?
I will just cast it at 4th this time.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I have a
I
range of 90
don't
feet.
Jokes on
have.
Jokes on the aberration because I had a
hold on,
sword out.
sorry.
So I needed to get into melee range anyway.
What are its ability scores? Sorry, I didn't actually.
Ah, dang. All right, 1 second. I will. So it has a strength of 18,
18.
a dex of 10,
Got it.
a con of 14, an int of 14, or a con of 18, an int of 14, a wisdom of 11, and a charisma of 5. Just as a
Got
note,
it.
I am looking at this off of a website and not my book. I will grab that when it
That's
is no
fine.
longer my turn and correct if anything is wrong. It has resistance.
I'm sure it's.
Yeah.
I wrote that down. I literally didn't get the
Just
what
the
you call
ability
it.
scores. You have everything else.
The ability scores. Yeah.
Okay.
I have everything else. I just forgot to put the ability scores. Sorry. So yes, you summon forth Barkus.
Yes.
Aw.
And I will summon him next to this fellow, and I will command Marcus to attack him. I believe he
Go,
goes right after.
Barkus! Use bite!
So you're summoning it right next to the creature. All right.
Thank you.
And Barkus shares your initiative, I imagine. Does he roll initiative?
According to what I have up right now, he goes on my initiative count.
Okay, cool.
Turn immediately after mine.
I don't know about you, but
Okay, awesome. So
this
yes,
aberration gives me
Barkus
Dead Space
emerges as
vibes.
you cast the spell. And what is it? What is Barkus going to do?
Also kind of looks like the monsters
Marcus
from the
has
forest.
2 slam attacks.
He does. Would you like to make both of those attacks?
I can. I didn't actually have those attack rolls written out because I'm a dingus. But
Just go ahead and roll +4s. I have the. I don't know why I
well, it's a plus
fix
8.
this really quick. It has a +8. I thought
Sorry.
it was
It's my spell attack modifier to hit. So it should be. I think it should be +4 and then plus. Oh, wait, what the hell? No, it should be a +9 if it's just using my modifier.
+4 plus the spell's level to hit is what it says here, I believe.
That's to the damage. And then it's your
Is it?
spell attack modifier to hit.
Oh, okay. So it's a +8.
9 in my case. 8 to damage, 9 to hit.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. 1d10 +8, 1d10 +8. Okay. I think we've got this guy formatted now.
This Barkus is doing just about the same damage I would be.
Whoa, what do we
Yep,
need
he
you
does
for then?
spells.
Pack Dragon plus your
I
bank.
Orcas
was gonna
can't
say
fly.
you just jingle a bag of coins at us.
Jingles furiously.
Who else is gonna carry?
All right, Barkus makes 2 slam attacks against the lonely-looking aberration.
That's sad. Have you tried talking to it instead?
I was
Oh,
going
not
to, and then
to,
it grabbed me.
And it's the fire one.
Yes.
Not to super meta, but it does say 2. Is it really that lonely?
Don't worry about it.
A good point.
Oh, all right, and the second attack misses. Oh,
You rolled damage and it was good. I'm sad.
whoopsie.
And we did determine that his damage when it's fire shares my elemental adept fire attacks. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Alright.
Okay, so
All
he's
right.
50.
Turn. I will go grab my Tasha's cauldron real quick just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Awesome. All right. You hear from behind you shuffling.
Oh, great.
One is the
And you
loneliest
hear a
loner.
low, mournful wail approach from behind.
Not a whale.
Maybe we just need to get them together. That way they're not lonely.
And then again, just a very excited gasp as it sees you closest, Ronbat. And a hand reaches out to embrace you.
But he's so far from me. Through a barrel.
It's true.
Is it fitting then that they have harpoon arms and they are wailing?
Wailing.
Uh,
I actually like that one.
Wailing.
Oh, I got him for the first time. And also, the fuck, Vasani, when'd you get here?
You know, I think my Wi-Fi is having problems. I have said a couple of things, but I don't think it's gone through.
No, you've been
Oh.
quiet the whole time.
You've been very quiet.
You're here now.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I
So
mean,
yes, the harpoon
hardly
arm
touching the normal
reaches
usage.
out,
This is true.
grasps you, Ronbat,
What the
and
fuck?
clutches onto you.
Why?
Is this little harpoon arm? No big.
And there is just a long tendril now connecting you to the creature. Visani,
so close to dying right now.
Mhm.
you're not quite sure what's happening with Ash. Then turn in here and you see this abomination just spaghetti arm grab Ronbat. What would you like to do about that?
Poker.
I think I'm gonna
Is that right?
grab the arrow for a second, or the pointer tool.
You can mark an enemy and use the tool in there. Oop.
All right. It's time for extreme coward strats.
Mega coward strats.
Gonna. If I was under this table, I imagine my shooting would be compromised somewhat.
Somewhat, yes.
Okay, so maybe not.
First, then hide under the table.
I think instead, oh, that was about there. I'm going to trust that Marcus and Ronbat have that situation under control.
Mark is about to be by himself in like 3.
Nah, it's fine.
I'm about to die.
I'm gonna
Come
go
on,
ahead.
man. What'd you do with like the 7 hit points I gave you?
I'm gonna take my bonus action to hide, primarily from the one out by the doggo. So I imagine I can't really get out of that one's number 1 sight.
Right.
And then I'm gonna just squeeze
You
by
dip.
and take a shot, and then go back around the corner.
Absolutely. You pop out of nowhere. It did not seem to see your presence. You loose an arrow. Go ahead and roll to hit with advantage. And roll damage as the arrow catches creature unawares. All right.
Hit.
And we will rewind times. I forgot to do part of their attack.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, yay, there's more.
Ash and Ronbat, please make wisdom saving throws, please.
Gee.
Hey, chat. Now would be a good time for one of those inspirations.
Well, fail first. Come on.
I
right.
get the feeling 14 might.
Ronbat.
20.
Ash, you take
Ow!
yikes.
18
Sidekick.
psychic damage as this thing pulls you into its arms and just wraps you in a like the spaghetti arm wraps around you and it just goes in and it's like clutching you to its chest.
Oh, that's
Ew.
gross.
Question: do I get a kind of attack of opportunity because part of its body is near me?
No. Sorry. Ronbat, however, you are able to stave off the effects. However, you are pulled closer to the creature, 30 feet.
Great.
Hey, you have a shotgun.
Yeah. And it similarly, it is going to like try and wrap its arms around you in what is the strangest hug you've gotten ever.
This is Rombat's first canonical hug. So he thinks it's normal.
I feel safe
All
when
right.
I'm in your arms.
Visani, I believe that was you.
Yep, that's me.
Ronbat,
Okay. Well,
you are clutched by this thing, and you get the sense that it is. You should probably run.
Well, grappled means he can't run.
so
Was
I
he
have
actually grappled, or did he just get pulled?
He is grappled.
Ah,
But not restrained.
He's not restrained. No,
Okay, so what is it to break a
Point blank?
grapple?
you have to oppose this thing's strength check or athletics, whichever it chooses.
I believe
so
you can also force movement and
yeah.
make it.
You can also force movement, so you could like
Perfect.
push
That's
it
what I'll
away from
do.
you with a forceful shot. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'll do.
Oh no.
Since these things can grab out to 30 feet, does that mean they can move around within 30 feet of it, but still be grappled?
Shut
Can
up,
we
this
give
guy.
the arm some slack?
I believe your speed is reduced to 0 when you are is.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So you can't move, unfortunately.
All right, well, let's take a second. Get a handle on things. I'm going to shoot him with lightning.
Very frightening.
Very, very frightening. Do I get my movement if I force movement on?
Hmm?
Do I get my movement back if I?
If you use force movement to break out of the ground, yes, you are no longer under the grappled condition. Thus, your movement becomes yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. I am going to shoot him with a forceful shot.
Right. Roll to hit.
Andrew,
Hmm?
questions.
Hmm?
Andrew Punk God asking the real questions.
Yes, yes. We never did. I feel like that's a kind of experimental question here.
Okay, so
Did we
lightning.
just unknowingly discover?
Oh, there's another bot.
Did we get another bot?
Bigfollows.com.
If you want me to, you can mod me, and I'll just ban those people as they ban the bots.
Yeah.
Hang on. Can I do this from?
Okay. Taking a shot. Okay.
Bang! It hits. Roll for damage, and I will have to make a strength saving throw on this.
Yes. That passes. Believe it or
So
not.
now we know. Now we know they get a +3.
Try as you might, this thing clutches onto you
Oh
for
my
dear life.
Fine hit.
A lot of damage.
I'm gonna do it again.
All right, roll to hit.
Still
You
have
are in
crit.
this thing's chest, essentially. You pull out the.
Okay, and that's another strength check. Hey! Okay.
I believe that fails.
He
So
gets
just push
pushed
10 feet back.
15 feet away from me, I think it is.
And he's lightning.
Is it 15?
Let me double check. Just to make super sure. Forceful shot, 15 feet away.
Ah, nice. All right, so the first shot just sort of blasts a hole straight through its abdomen. The second it carries it further, carries it 15 feet back, sending it sprawling into the water below. And you just hear it begins to sob heavily, and like the hand just goes to reach out for you, almost like a child grasping for like a toy.
As a free action interaction, can I shed a single manly?
You shed a single manly tear
Yeah.
as this creature's tormented, lonely existence causes you deep sorrow.
Yeah. I'll
Yes.
literally take 1 point of psychic damage.
Would you like to take the 3d6 that it just gave you again?
No, just a little bit. Okay, I'm then going to move back to like the middle of the pack here, somewhere around here.
Deleted.
That door is a little crowded. You could probably get like, okay, you could sneak between Vasani and
I'm trying to place myself
Guys.
somewhere.
you get to like right here before you hit the wall that is in that doorway.
What's over here in this direction, by the way?
Hmm?
What's over
Oh.
here?
I
You
can
push your
kinda
way
see.
through. Oh yeah, I guess I could reveal some of that.
I say I was standing in that doorway.
Oh yeah,
Kind of
and
preoccupied.
Ash has also moved a little deeper into the mine.
Okay, I'm going to.
So we'll say you can see like that far, Ash.
All right.
I'm going to move a little bit more.
It is going to be difficult terrain at this point, right?
What's the
It
distance?
is difficult terrain when you are in the water.
5,
Sucks to not be a ranger.
15, 20, 25, 30 to get to where.
Oh, Ash, it is worth noting. You get deeper in, and you can hear even louder the thudding of metal.
Oh, this weren't the thudding of metal?
These were not, it would seem.
No, their harpoons are not actually metal.
No, they are gross, fleshy spaghetti arms.
Okay, I'm going to then dash as a bonus action
Yes.
and do a little bit more running. 5, 10, 15, 20. Somewhere around this cubby hole right here.
Fair enough. You get as far away from the thing as possible. All right.
And
So-
is second win a bonus actions? Or is
Huh?
it just like a. Is second
How
win a
many
bonus?
actions do you get?
Second wind is a bonus action. Yes.
Okay, well, never mind. I'll just chill here.
All right. So, the top of this creature's turn, Ash and Barkus, please make wisdom saving throws.
Oh God.
Important point of order. The stats were wrong. I posted that in the Discord. I don't know if you saw it.
Okay. Could you just roll then essentially what would be a saving throw with the correct stats for this creature?
That's just going to be a flat d20, it looks like.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, that's not good.
Well,
All right. Both
You
of
did
them
better.
fail.
better than Ash.
Oh no.
Marcus,
Oh,
no.
And as you are in this creature's very, you can feel the sorrow, the weight of this creature just weighing you down. And it seems to have an adverse effect on like your psyche. You are hurt. Ash, it has now grabbed you with its other arm. It now
Holds you tight.
makes it hold you tight and is going to actually
Suplex.
it is going to try and grab he's gonna try and grab Barkus, group hug.
no. Boy.
Dog. Oh.
Oh,
However, Barkus leaps out of the way, nimble and spry as a fire dog. Ash.
Right. I'm not too happy that this thing got 2 turns before me. That I'm a little salty. Refresh my memory. I know it surprised us and then rolled
It
higher
surprised
initiative.
you, yes.
I know. I'm just salty that that my initiative wasn't didn't roll higher.
Yeah.
Remind me again what does grapple do as far as making attack rolls? Is it disadvantage or
No, you're good as far as that is concerned.
okay? Right. I do actually need to roll concentration to see if I held on to Hunter's Mark.
Oh, that is true. You also need to make another wisdom saving.
Another one?
Yeah.
oh God.
So total
As its spike arm now just crushes you closer.
Zach, what is it with you and saving throws?
Mid to high level D&D, man. That's what it's all about.
All
Hey.
right. You are, however, able to stave off the effects of the sorrowful embrace of this creature.
Where's the purging wand for the shriekers when you need them?
Yeah.
Right. So
Mendash.
wait, what?
So I
It's
I
Medrash's
presume
turn.
You just skipped all of Ash.
Yeah.
Ash goes after Midrash.
Yeah, Ash goes after
Oh,
Medrash.
that wasn't even
Yeah.
Ash's turn?
No,
The aberration.
yes.
that was
No.
the creature's
The
turn.
longest turn was yours, Joel. As is tradition.
As
As
is
is
tradition.
I
just with all that damage. It might have been Ash's.
I genuinely thought it was my turn too. You're not the only one that made that mistake.
No.
Yeah.
That was its turn. At the top of its turn, anything new.
Now, I presume that if I use Lightning Lure, that's going to affect both of them as well, right?
They are, well, yes. Ash is grappled, so it would pull. Well,
It's force
Force
movement.
Lightning
movement would
Lure
break
is
it.
lightning damage, so I'm not sure how you want to handle that, given that they are in water. Is there enough water that
I could say you could probably pull it away from Ash if you try. Yes.
Well, it is lightning damage, so
Well, the lightning damage only happens after the pull and not before, so
that is
it's
true.
probably far
That is
enough
true.
away that it wouldn't matter.
And it only happens if they're next to you at the end of the pool,
Right,
doesn't it?
5.
Yeah.
If you
Is this
can
gonna
knock
be-
him closer to me.
So I started here. Is this going to be 10 feet of movement?
Not
Yes.
if you're flying.
Okay, 10. 15, or sorry, 20, and now 30, right?
Yeah.
They are 15 feet away, according to my little enemy tracker thing.
Looks
I will
about right.
cast Lightning Lure. Yeah, I will cast Lightning Lure. Let's hope the strength save works, but we'll see.
They only get a +3.
Damn it!
Wow.
But
That
they
is a
rolled high enough
piece.
that it would have been a problem no matter what.
So you, seeing this thing, also try to lash out and grab,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you can't quite do it.
Maker's just like, oh, we're
The
talking.
creature seems content to be here in this attempted group hug.
See, I'm just trying to join it in. Can it willingly fail because it knows I want to bring it in for a hug?
Well, see, you're also trying to take it away from friends, and it's really happy it has friends. It's very.
Right now it has 2 friends. If you pull it, you only have 1.
Mhm. That's a man. All right. Is that your turn, Medrash?
That is me.
Ash.
Now
you
it's
are
my turn.
grappled by this creature.
How did Aberration 1 fare against right, I gotta roll the concentration on Hunter's Mark here. So what did it do? Hey,
Hey,
Do
you
it.
succeed. You definitely succeed.
do I have to roll for every time I take damage though, don't I?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
You've taken damage a couple times.
I think it was
That's
3
what-
times.
Another net 20.
Yep.
Nope.
I
That's
know.
gone.
A fail.
Net 20.
That is a fail.
Unfortunate.
Right. That's okay. I'm gonna try, like, as it yanks me towards it, to kind of point my rapier at it.
Love it. Yes.
Love it. That's the
Go ahead and roll to
Oh.
hit.
Andropunk God has called for inspiration.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
inspiration on that.
Inspiration on
The con save?
the con save.
He does have
Okay.
another.
You did roll 2 con saves, but
We'll say take it on the 5, obviously.
Right.
Well, because of Elven accuracy, he has double advantage.
No, it's not.
Hey!
Hey!
Nice.
What? One more.
Ash, you're good.
What was the damage though?
Uh,
I mean, it wasn't more than 41.
It wasn't more than, yeah, exactly.
Fair.
Ash,
I'm
don't
good.
bother with the third.
Yeah.
We'll call the nat 20 a double success.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
God.
Hunter's so
Feeling generous.
here's what happens. Hunter's Mark goes onto Lonely Aberration.
Yes, this creature.
And then I'm going to attack with my rapier.
Don't roll a 1. Don't roll.
All right. Yep. You, as
Makes
it
a hit.
pulls you in, you angle the rapier, stab it into the creature. Roll
All
for
right.
damage.
This is going to get complicated. I'm going to have to be clicking a lot of stuff.
That's fine.
And it is already wounded, yes?
It is wounded, yes. It has taken damage from multiple sources.
And I get multi-attack, so we're going to do it again.
It's looking at you like, why are you doing it? I just want to be your friend.
Well, you got to ask first. So there's that.
Can't just hug without consent.
Right. Consent is important.
Hear that, Twitch?
And you know what? You know what?
I think
I'm
it's dead because it has 69 points of damage.
Nice.
I think you win.
Wouldn't that be in its favor, though?
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like, well,
That's
it's 69 damage, so it's like anti-69.
It's kinky now.
He flips you over. He's
Not top kick, but top kink.
Guys,
King.
chill.
But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to action surge.
Do it up. Do it up, fighters.
Just stab the hell out of this thing.
And I'm just gonna roll the fourth attack as well. So
You're using the bow's stats for
What?
that. You shot it
whoops.
with the bow for that. It doesn't matter, but just be careful with that.
yeah, they're next. Wait, celestial, but yeah, sorry. The other ones were right
So-
though, right?
It's just that
Okay.
one.
Okay. You said it still hits though.
Yeah, you're good.
They have,
You
like,
clear its armor class by a bit.
they have like 2 armor classes.
So Ebony Rapier's
No,
plus
their armor class is decent.
Ebony Rapier's plus 10, so it would have been a 19 with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Ebony Rapier. And one more.
Stab. Yeah, you are stabbing this thing. It doesn't. It is still holding on, despite your protestations.
Seriously?
Despite all of your effort, it still manages to cling to life. You.
I'm gonna cling to you, yes.
I have put so many holes in its chest. I'm just gonna like start pushing against it and be like, get off me.
It is a weird combination of joy and sorrow that is coming out of this creature simultaneously. It is happy that it has friends. It is enjoying company finally. But man, getting stabbed sucks.
Maybe we can like cut its arm off and then just like keep it as a.
Correct. So, Kinore begins his turn.
I do not want to know what you want to do with that appendage.
Make it into a harpoon gun, obviously.
Boy.
He gets like right here, but then sees all.
Ender Punk God, I didn't get
And
to
is
thank
like,
you. Thank you for that inspiration. It
And he
maybe
dashes
possibly
through the
saved my
water.
bacon
He's
here.
booking it full
So
speed
thank
to
you
get
so
to
much.
there.
Go after the other one.
But he can tell being in that garbage fire right there probably not a great idea. He saw Ash wins at the start of her turn. Valana, however, notices that this other one exists. Goes over here to get a good look at it. And sees the pickaxe on the ground, and you see her hand light up with a familiar to you magic, Marcus, and
Oh,
yeet it
Catapult.
across the room
yes.
at the creature.
Sadly, that is not a spell I actually know.
Oh, you don't know. And yes,
No.
the pickaxe flies across the floor, slams into the aberration.
I love catapult.
I get that my spell save DC is pretty low for a caster, but why can't they roll that poorly for mine?
And she takes a step back, and she's just like, "May a little help here, please."
Understandable reaction.
Abjuration shield is dead. Marcus.
All right. So I was, while I was waiting for my turn, I remembered I had the wand of web, and I was like, oh man, I could, make it. I could web up this doorway and find a use for this wand of web and keep that dude from doing it. I can't. It's concentration. That would get rid of Barkus. Wand of web is bad.
Oh no.
Oof.
That sucks.
Wait,
Goodbye,
move
Marcus.
one.
What's up?
Just the fact that it's a concentration.
I'll
despite the
take
fact
it though. I don't need concentration.
I Find the concentration if it wasn't also attunement for some reason.
Is it
Right,
attunement
like-
and
Wand of web is
concentration?
garbage. Wow.
Like, if it's
Bad.
Sucks.
like, I thought the point of a
Maybe
wand
have
was
some-
to like take the effort
Free
out
up
of casting
some-
it,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
free up some economy for the caster. Yeah.
maybe it'll turn out
Anyway.
that it's a sentient wand and it holds its own concentration.
Well, in any case, I'm just going to firebolt this fool for now. Let Barkus try and take care of the other fellow.
Organic free range grappling hooks.
Okay, awesome.
Sure.
Go ahead and
Um,
roll to hit.
But you can be the one to
No.
farm them. I don't want anything to do with this.
You may want to move though, because he's about to shoot.
That's fine. No matter where I move, he'd be able to get me anyway. I'd rather just be right in his plain view so he doesn't attack Valana or Visani.
But then
Okay.
that means Barkus might go away.
This goes first.
Indeed.
All right,
That's my
so
turn,
you
and now-
fire a firebolt, and it goes slightly wide as the creature. The arm is spaghetti leg, but the body also. It is fluid in its motions. Barkus. 2 slams on the.
Welp. Hey.
Hey, does Barkus kill it?
Oh my gosh, Barkus. That is technically a 10 because that is a 1 on fire damage.
Oh, it deals 1 more damage.
Yeah.
Guys,
Is it
Is
dead?
dead?
it's fine.
Oh, damn. How rude of you.
Barkus attempts to bite into the creature, still grappling Ash. However, it dodges the first one. Barkus does get its second bite in. All right. The first aberration, seeing you so pleasant, is going to step forward slightly, just to get up to the steps, and a single tentacle arm comes out toward you.
Probably shield incoming. Yes, shield incoming. While that
Okay.
would normally
The
be with
arm
my...
impacts with arcane force and is deflected immediately. And you
Oh.
hear just
Fink.
a sorrowful cry as it attempts to grapple out at you, the hand just sort of flailing helplessly a few feet in front of you as it just sort of slinks back.
No, thank you.
We don't want any.
Abjuration shield regains 2 HP with that.
All right, Abjuration Shield is at 2 HP.
Lives.
Visani.
Whoop, I was muted.
Yes, you were, but we can hear you now.
Let's see. How? Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna move down here.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Just gonna peek around and take a shot at this guy, which unfortunately will not be a sneak attack.
$23. Jesus Christ, Marcus.
Yeah, boy.
All right, you loose an arrow, and it slams into the creature that has just flailed an arm at Marcus. And it looks at you, and its face is like in just utter sorrow, but it is smiling.
More
Like it
friends.
is tearful, it is sorrowful, but there is just a grin across its face, and you look and you're like, ah, fuck that thing, man.
He's happy for the attention.
Gonna nope over in between these two barrels and hide.
Sensible.
And that's my turn.
Oof. Visani, as you go, you trip and like slam in your elbow in the barrel, and you just get slightly covered in black sludge. Update the crit fail tracker.
Yeah. I was
Oh.
about to say that sounds like a
You'd
crit.
hate to see
Oh,
it.
no. It didn't
Does
track.
some get
It's
in his
really
mouth?
Please
gross.
make a crit fail.
Does some get in his mouth? How's it taste?
When was the last crit fail?
No, none in your mouth. You just broke open.
Fail.
Rundown.
4.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to take a second and aim at Lonely Operation 2.
Absolutely. Roll to hit.
I am going to make this at a -5.
Ooh, big hit.
And I think I don't want to do lightning on this because water.
It's also grappling your friends.
Yeah, that's fair. Fire doesn't seem to be super effective, so what?
Nothing's wrong with fire. It's been working.
You haven't noticed anything wrong with fire.
Oh, then fire it is.
My fire is a bad litmus test for that. Now that I think about it.
Too trivial.
I'll give you props for not picking explosive this time, at least.
Hey,
Yes.
character growth.
Well, it's worth noting, Barkus is good for explosions.
Ah,
He is immune to fire damage.
okay. I should probably mark the advantage on this.
Ooh. So close to 20.
Okay. I'm going to deal some damage. This can be that.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
You line up your shot, and you aim. Bullet flies between the now pouncing Barkus and the grappled Ash, and hits this creature between the eyes. And you just hear it go as it slumps dead to the ground.
I
Just
tell it I'm sorry. I feel bad.
with
I'm
Also-
like,
Ash, you notice as the arm wrapped around you begins to just sort of like snake coil around you until it is just a regular old human arm. And you look, and the creature has reverted back into just a dude.
Huh.
ooh.
naked.
Clothed.
Well,
Okay.
anyway,
Just
I'm still gonna
any
roll my
clothes.
damage.
But yeah, a man, mid-20s, short black hair.
NPC unnamed number 1. His name tag
Yeah,
has been
yeah.
eroded by
What's
time.
what?
Has his name eroded away?
He doesn't have a name tag.
There's an inside joke. We were in a
Unfortunately.
crypt recently,
These guys
and
actually
Invention of
reverted
the name
back
tag
to
doesn't
none of the
normal
bodies
after they died, huh?
had
They did.
names
I recall that the crew
associated with
from
them.
before did not. Yeah, they melted.
So Zach said
Well,
that
that's
the names
interesting.
were eroded.
Is it possible to?
At which point, I think it
refer-
was Medrash pointed out
No,
that
it's not my turn.
they were completely
Okay,
sheltered from the
I'm
elements
going
because it was an
to move
underground
15
tomb.
feet over here.
So erosion,
Oh, no.
yes.
I'm in the water there, so that'll be 10, 20, 25 here. And take another shot at the other one.
Roll to hit.
And you know what? Feeling spicy. I'm gonna roll at a -5.
I love the spice.
Ooh,
Hey.
Spice shall flow.
Oh, geez.
Let
nice.
spice flow.
Feeling real spicy.
Your bullet flies true, dealing quite a bit of damage to the creature. It, however, does seem to be still standing.
Yep. I will then take a 5-foot step back.
This
And
is
eat me.
Wombat Hokey Pokey.
That's me, boys.
All right. Up next is Medrash.
I launch myself out of the water and flap over to here.
Sure enough,
I don't think I can see the guy, so
not quite.
yeah.
You can see like the edge of him. We'll say he has like first cover.
Probably his noodly arms flailing around the shield.
I don't do squat. Face.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, what else can I do?
You can
All
dash
right.
so you can
Fair
get
enough.
closer to the noodly
Dash.
one.
Your turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't see a good reason to do that.
Could
Right.
also prepare an action.
I guess, but sure. Prepare Eldritch Blast to hit him.
If
There you
it comes into your vision, sure enough.
Yeah. It's not
Ash.
not the kind of thing to move around though.
I will head back towards Runbat. Luckily, I'm not impeded by difficult terrain, so I should be able to get back the 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, and I will dash as a bonus action to get
Revive Ranger.
up to here. And I will cast Cure Wounds at second level on Runbat. Because he helped
thank
me, and yeah, he was looking pretty rough.
We go back and forth, you and I.
Love for
Yeah.
Barkus. See how it is.
I haven't gotten to know him yet.
How can you not love him? He's the best boy.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll healing. I'm going to take Kenori's turn.
Ooh, thank you.
Warms my heart.
He spends his whole turn getting
That's
there.
Kenori's just going back and forward. We're gonna take care of this dude before Kenori can attack.
And he is a barbarian, so he's doing this. So he's just very angry.
I feel so bad for him. Since we met him, we've taken every fight away.
I mean, it's not the worst thing to do.
To a barbarian? That's like what they live for.
All right. So Valana is going to. And maybe not the best idea. Yeah, she sees the shovel and she's just catapult the shovel at the
Excellent.
apparition.
I cast yeet.
And yet again, it rolls pathetically low on its save.
Sorry, Medrash.
So this thing
resisting-
now has a pick and a shovel sticking out of its abdomen.
It's resisting the bludgeoning even with magic.
Oh, that is interesting. It is. It should not be because catapult. So I will add 8, and then what did she roll for the first one? Just go look right.
That was 9.
Sorry,
last
there's a
time.
lot of state. It was 9, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll add 8 and then 9 damage.
Or no, it was 9 total on our roll.
8 and
So,
then 5 damage.
Yeah.
It is slightly more hurt than it was before.
You mean it's slightly as hurt as it always was?
Marcus.
Right. Right. Seeing that people are now turning their attention to this one, I'm going to look back and call Barkus to me. Would I have noticed that Lonely Aberration 2 turned seemingly back to a human whenever it died, rather than melt?
Not from there.
No. You're pretty far. Can you see through Barkus? But even then, I don't know that you would.
I can't, but I'd be sort of, now that I would probably move to get an angle to like call out to Barkus, like in that time would I see that that's what happened or not really?
I'm gonna make a perception check.
Oh,
Sure.
maybe.
Let's see.
In the tower?
Yeah, public.
You ain't know it shit.
You're preoccupied on the creepy monster that's trying to grab you, give you the strangest hug ever.
All right. Well then, I
So
will just
Marcus bamps to you.
no. I'll just call him to me, and he'll use his turn coming toward me, but I can't bamf him.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I think
Yeah.
he was like right here.
I think he was one further to the right, but regardless,
Yeah,
I will
right.
fix
Yeah,
my
I think
AC.
that's right.
But my turn is going to look a lot like my last one. I'm
Firebolt.
just going to firebolt and sort of try and stay at the center of its attention because I'm pretty sure I can evade its attacks better than a lot of its other options.
Fair enough.
And I
Marcus
will-
tanking.
Yeah, man. And I will cast
Roll it.
firebolt again. Oh,
A fine hit.
yes, excellent.
Nice. It's basically the same as the fireball you cast.
And Barkus begins to sort of doggy paddle his way toward you because he's probably swimming.
Yeah, he's got a speed of 40 feet, and
Oh, so he gets one closer.
Oh,
well,
he's
and he would
probably
use his
bad.
action to dash since I just told him to come to
Oh,
me.
gotcha. He will get to you then.
Excellent.
Here, boy.
That boy paddles fast.
The aberration is going to just sort of shamble toward you.
Medrash, blast him.
And that does
Here we
trigger
are.
Medrash's Eldritch Blast. You get
Yes.
one, unfortunately, but
Uh,
still something.
One cast gets multiple. It's not a multi-attack. It's
Yeah,
Yeah, one cast.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, sure. You get both. That makes sense.
It's not. Oh, okay, that works.
a fine hit.
Yeah. I
Kill
think that-
him.
yeah.
I'll go ahead and roll the other one as well.
Not so
Ah.
fine hit.
But that's
Not
fine.
such a fine hit. Roll damage.
4 force damage. It is more damage than I have done in the last 3 or 4 rounds of combat that have occurred in this session.
This creature shambles towards you and attempts to just scoop you up with the spaghetti arm.
Spaghetti.
It cannot. And it just low, mournful, agonizing attempts to connect with you, but cannot. Usani.
You should let me kill him so I can have.
Was it you, Zach?
Well.
Linked the song about the slime.
Yes.
Yes.
The slime that is in love.
Yes.
Yes, go check out Ginny D on YouTube, everybody.
Gonna just
You're gonna plug other
out of
people
that
on
mode.
my Twitch stream.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I mean, if she streams, she's probably more popular than you.
Ooh!
Damn.
Whoa!
I mean,
The
she has
real
high
life
production value.
shade.
Roll
Wow.
1d6 for that burn damage.
Wow. Finding out who my real friends are.
Not
What,
Yagi.
you
It's not Yagi.
You hadn't found that out in the last 2 years of D&D?
That's fair.
You might want to get a better insight.
All right. So sorry, Visani. Ah, I see.
just taking
You
a shot
shoot.
from over here.
Pew pew.
Oh, he did. He hella
Shots
did.
coming from all directions.
There is 0% chance he lives this.
Hey, I think it lived.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
So yes, your arrow catches it in like the side of the neck, and it turns and it just stares at you sorrowfully.
How much is this bitch's half?
Large amount.
Quite a bit.
I'm gonna use the rest of my move to get over there.
Does the psychic damage it deals, since I saw that it was called Leech, misspelled, does it heal them?
It does not.
That's why it's misspelled.
It's a different type of leech, not that kind.
It's French.
All right, Ronbat, you're up.
All right. I'm
You
gonna
see, this thing is just trying to hug Marcus.
take aim through my friends.
All right, roll a hit.
I
Kenori
cover my
doesn't
ears
have
this time.
Kenori doesn't have earplugs.
No.
They
As
should
a
know by
reaction,
now.
can I help cover his ears?
Yes, you may. Well, actually, you spent your reaction this round.
Did I? Oh yeah, I did. I did.
Can I use my
That was a
reaction
perfect
during my
action.
turns? Can I use my reaction during my turn to give him some earplugs? That's my
No.
world interaction. Just put
That
it
would be your bonus action.
And we all know you use that to your to the greatest
Oh,
capacity.
hell yeah. -5 + 10 advantage.
Don't shoot me in the side, please.
No, I got this. I'm a sharpshooter.
Yeah, his nat ones don't hit other people; they just jam.
That's
his
true.
gun.
They just jam his gun. That's fair.
Yeah, my -1s can't hit you. They just lock up my gun. Do I
Nice.
take the 17 or the
You were destined for that 17.
Oh, no, wait. Keep the 17 instead.
Wait, 17.
Alrighty.
Leave the 17. Take the 17 instead.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take a 17.
Pats the top of the gun. This baby can fit so many 17s.
And it is engaged, so sneak attack.
Nice sneak. Oh my god, that actually did it.
So,
3
yes,
sneak attack
you
damage.
line up your shots.
Did it.
The bullet travels over Hinori's shoulder and then, like, between Medrash's wings, slams into the creature side of the head, and it just kind of does like ass over tea kettle spin in the air. And as it's doing that, you all watch, all eyes on it, as it goes from this horrific creature, and it slumps onto the ground, and it is an older human man, the salt and pepper beard, graying hair, tied back in a ponytail. And it He is just dead on the ground next to you, Marcus.
Oh, geez. These guys turn back to humans.
Probably best that they're dead, right? That didn't sound like a fun existence.
Oh, well,
Are they Imperial humans?
Yeah, I want to look and see if they look like the people from the Jade Empire.
I want to go through
Lynn's-
his pockets to see if they have some form of
I want to say, if we run into any more of those, now that I know that they might turn back, I'd like to try and cast Remove Curse on them.
I'm going to continue to be on my
In the
guard. I'm
future.
not absolutely certain that there's not more of them somewhere, and I'm going to pass on the information that while we were over on the right-hand side, we heard that clanging even louder.
So,
Because not all of us were over there.
I believe I heard it said you're checking pockets.
Yes.
So, which one do you go to? The one that everyone's around, or
No, the
water
other
and
one.
go the other one? You find in the back pocket. It's now wet, so it might be hard. But there is a
I cast
like,
mending on it.
okay, sure. Actually, we'll say it's probably like tucked into like the shirt pocket. He has a small like little notebook.
Oh.
Hand
I
it to
read it.
Barkus. He can dry it out.
I read it.
Barkus, not Marcus.
You take it back to everyone, I imagine, or
Yeah.
you
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
take it back.
you come back. You mentioned that there is a journal there. So looking at this younger man, you see, you look front of the journal. It's some pretty standard stuff. It's like, oh, I signed on. It's gonna be great. Just a very, like, pretty basic story of like this trip that he made to this island where like he and his friends, some people that he met along the way, they were seeking their fortune here. However, as you flip to the back, the last few entries catch your. I will. Well, it's probably better that I read this. I will share the note, but I will also read it just for.
Might want to cut off Groovy because it's sort of, I think it's sort of interrupting you a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Come on, just land on 20.
So
OCD time.
cool editing as fade to like a cool flashback on
Da-da-da-da-da.
April 14th, 952 of the Third Era, which was 5 years ago. James and Arthur were the first to explore the.
God.
They dug it pretty deep, but they finally found something. This strange golden rock that glows in the dark. It's beautiful, but I've never heard of it before. Brendan calls it Dragon's Gold. Must have something to do with that nasty magic. A couple days later, James must have went mad. We was digging and Silas found more. And James nearly took his head off with a pick trying to take it. He apologized, sure enough, but who just does that? The next day, they're dead. Holy shit, they were all dead. Oh wait, no. I skipped ahead.
Yeah, you skipped.
I skipped it today. I think there's something wrong with this dragon gold. James nearly killed me today. We found an even bigger chunk of it deeper in the new shaft. When I was holding it up, he jumped me. Started biting and scratching at me. Avery and Silas dragged him off and locked him up. Brendan's furious. Says he can't have his men going crazy over some dragons. He had them lock James in one of the bedrooms. And then, they're dead. Holy shit, they're all dead. James broke out of the room and killed 5, maybe 6 of the younger guys. Brendan was trying to wrestle him to the ground, but the shrieks and the wails. That wasn't James anymore. Silas and I made it back to the entrance, but I saw Danny, Avery, and Rix run deeper into the tunnels. I hope they're all right. Then the final entry, 2 days later.
420.
It is 420. Holy shit, I didn't do that.
Pew, 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 pew.
Well, mine's done for. We're locked in here. Only one thing left to do.
You know, with all the water and the cold and everything, this mine's pretty dank.
This is
Rotate two for another week. We're stuck here with whatever the hell. We barricaded the entry hallways, but I can hear the screams and cries from deeper in. She just sighed tonight. Got him real bad. I miss my mom. Miss Risa. I just feel so alone. I don't think we're gonna make it.
Okay, so
Did you make it?
I think so.
We did until we got.
Quick, cast like
Ouch.
freaking healing touch on him. So that means that there's more of this thing further down.
He is dead.
Mm.
He's very dead, by the way.
And like I said, by the way, his dead. Does it look like he just died, or like he reverted and he's like looks like he's been dead for a long time?
It looks like he's been dead for a while.
So
Cast
I
machine.
imagine that we will want to patch up our wounds here.
Is the warlock calling for a short rest again?
Yes, because we didn't get one earlier.
We barely got hurt, except Rombad.
You barely got
Looks at
hurt.
Ash, looks at
Yeah,
Rombad.
I was gonna
Y'all are
say,
fine.
Ash and me are fucked up. And you don't want me dying. I am DPS.
And as you're sitting there debating this, you begin to hear
Getting closer.
no. It's just still there.
Okay, so there's definitely more of these out there.
Seems like it. I would still like to attempt to cast Remove Curse on one of these fellows if we run into them again, though
You
I'm
did-
not going to hold a lot
You
of
did
hope.
say that they were dead like a long time before that, so if you
This
So
part
when
is
they revert, you look at them, and there are wounds on them from what you have done, but they are also just clawed and bloody.
Okay. You think that a remove curse might be just like a one-hit KO?
doubt that. It might be a situation where it affects them in some way, but
Could be
I would-
possessing their corpses.
yeah, I would to not try if there is something I could do, you know.
Well, I'll reload my guns. That's the thing that I can do.
So, as you all debate what your plan is going forward, you hear ever so rhythmically, just at the back of your mind and deeper into the cavern. And I believe that's a good stopping point.
Ah,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Ah,
I believe it is.
Otherwise, that's another it's another encounter that goes like
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm
So-
good
Yeah.
for tonight.
maybe we should just determine by vote before we end here who is for short rest. It sounds like most of y'all are.
I would be in favor of it so I can heal without using my spell slots.
Yeah. They're not super. I would like to get my extra attacks back too. But they don't seem
All
in a
here.
big rush to come find us. So
If we're taking a short rest, we should do it just
The shack.
outside the door. I mean, the shack maybe, but at least not in the mine.
right.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I'd rather not do it in the dank, wet, and obviously place site of a massacre.
Just saying, you guys are gonna make me run the timer out completely on Barkus.
How long is it?
Hello?
An hour.
An hour.
Listen, it's
Ah.
either Barkus or Ash and me at half health.
I mean, you don't want me to answer that question.
Unless you have enough abjuration shield to make up for that.
To make up
Abjuration
like
was a
to make
2
up like 90 points of health.
Well, you could spend your short rest hour slowly casting alarm and getting some points back.
Hmm,
You know,
That is an option.
that is an
I
option.
would get 16. No,
That's pretty good.
16 is more than 0.
12. Back.
Plus you don't need the short rest. So
Saying you guys are also going to run out my sea invisibility. Just saying.
I think the
It
problem
is worth
was,
noting for that, Marcus, you haven't seen a single ghost.
I mean, yeah, but the one you don't see is the one that's the problem.
It's true. Fair enough.
I will say that currently our problem has been very much not things that we weren't able to see, but things that that we very well could see and saw us.
Those are
Yeah,
y'all's
part
problem.
of
Those
the
aren't my
problem was seeing them.
Yes, part of the problem was seeing them.
I'm surprised that the other dudes snuck up on.
Well, with that said, if we're ending, thanks for watching. Anybody who is still
Absolutely. Andrew Punkard,
Yes.
Rainbow Breaker. I think yeah, Rainbow Breaker just commented not that long ago. So
Yeah, Rainbow, you have endured an entire session.
watching.
thanks
on
for
you.
watching.
I think Andrew also did.
That's
Yes,
hilarious.
we really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out and watching me and my friends. And
Shall we make this a weekly thing?
we could.
We only
No,
play every other week.
Yeah, bi-weekly stream.
I mean, we could see about it.
We'll discuss it.
Yeah, I mean,
And those,
fuck it.
I mean, if you want to host something else every other Sunday night, then
Divinity next week.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we're gonna go from like bi-weekly streams of D&D on Sundays, and then bi-weekly streams of Divinity on the offset Fridays.
Ooh,
Well, there
It's
you go,
like
you got two
D&D
viewers
and
saying
also
yes.
D&D.
that's a big
Feeling-
like us.
peeling behind the curtain, are these people that we've directly asked, like, advertise this to,
I mean,
or are these just
that's-
I
randos?
know, and you
That's a
punk
bit
that?
personal
Yes.
to ask. Medrich.
That's fair. Yeah,
Don't want people
maybe
to
when
be
we're
giving
not
out their
live for the internet.
I know Andrew Punkgod, and Andrew told Rainbow. Rainbow tuned in on one of the Subnautica streams. Thanks for watching that one too, by the way. I'll
Our
let you
friends,
know.
friends, friends.
Let you know
Everyone's welcome here.
when we're live again.
Thanks for watching, y'all. Tesby.
Absolutely.
Smash that follow
I-
button.
I think that'll about do it for tonight.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And
we'll be back in 2 weeks or whenever. Have a nice night.